Mega Mike the Movie Man here. Welcome all back to the channel for another awesome, super fun stream tonight. We are going to be talking all Criterion. This is our Criterion post-game sale show because I know a lot of people bought tons of Criterions during the 50% off sale in November. I know I picked up a decent amount stack as well. So we're going to go through those. We might shout out some of our, first Criterions we ever bought. We may go over a few Criterion announcements towards the end. So it's going to be all Criterion talk. So definitely leave in the comments below any questions about Criterion, any other recommendations with Criterion, anything Criterion. We'll definitely read out those comments live. But I am not alone here. I'm joined today by a full panel of awesome blue tubers. So let's go ahead and bring everybody out. Let me go ahead and, of course, the person who is always on all my streams, Tim, how we doing out there? You ready to talk some Criterion?
Yes, I am. I absolutely am. This is going to be good. I might not have Tony levels here of movies, but I got some good stuff.
Yeah, I definitely am not at the Tony levels. I have like 7 titles. So yeah, that's where I went. I gotta pace myself. I know, okay, we'll have another Criterion sale in another 6 months. So if I can be around like that 5 to 7 range every 6 months, I'll build up a pretty big collection over time.
Yeah, I typically aim for like the 5 to 7 movies per sale, somewhere around there.
All right. So speaking of Tony, the master collector over here that I know is bringing tons of Criterion titles in, let's go. Hey, Tony, how we doing out there?
Good. How's it going? I really appreciate you letting me be a part of this.
Of course, thank you. You saved the day too, Tony, because we had a couple people, kind of drop out, people were sick, things like that. And I'm like, okay, who do I know that's an amazing collector that probably bought a whole bunch of Criterion titles?
Tony.
Tony for sure. And you got the hoodie. Oh
Yes.
my goodness, you came prepared. That's all. So do we have a number, Tony, of how many Criterion titles did we get?
I got 12 to sell.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I watched one every day during the month of November, so I was
That's
able to watch
awesome.
30 from the collection.
That is awesome.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's excellent.
We want a full breakdown of everything you watched in the stream.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Full-on reviews of everything. All right. No stranger to the streams as well. Let's bring Bob back returning. He had to kind of search through some packages to gather up his Criterions again, right, Bob? What happened? You packed them away too early. You forgot about the stream. What's going on?
I did a video. I reached out to you to see if it was okay if I did a video, and I packaged them up in boxes right away, and then I was like, oh crap, I remembered. And I actually remembered because Ken's stream, he was like, if you guys got some stuff during the Criterion, I was like, oh crap, Mike's stream. I was like, I need to pull out the Criterion titles I bought. So yeah, I'm basically just, as I get stuff, I'm boxing it up, and I'm like, I need to stop getting stuff.
Yeah, I'm so glad I reminded everybody. I'm like, okay, I'm sure everybody knows the stream is then, but maybe I'll just send out a little reminder a couple days before. It's a good thing I did.
I have a fancy little calendar, and I write everything down, so it's all nice.
Okay, Tim, you want to be a smartass like that?
I'm all digital. I just put it in the phone. I'll set a little notification alarm to remind myself.
Tim, where did you get that little calendar thing? The little whiteboard?
Oh, like Walmart. It was like Walmart.
I need that. Yeah, no, I just didn't think. I knew there was a stream. As I get stuff in, I just keep boxing it. So I'm getting ready for the move just so I'm not waiting until the last minute. But then I was like, oh crap. Luckily it was right in that box right there. So it was easy to pick through.
The shelves are a beautiful sight, by the way.
Yeah.
Seeing them empty means we're getting close.
Yeah. It sucks because it's like a month away still. I'm like, oh, I want to move.
Yeah, you're almost there. All right, so let's bring in the 4K Lowdown in the house. I know 4K Lowdown, you started off with only a few Criterions, but I know you beefed up your collection this time around. What's the number we got in this sale?
Okay, so the number is I got 7 boxes, 10 movies total.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's more than
bringing my grand total to 13. Nice. Criterion.
Nice, excellent. All right, and then we still have one more person. I promised you guys a super amazing, just mystery guest to fill in the last spot at the last minute. So you guys are going to be blown away here. Let's get a super hype welcome to the best, movie collector around. Yeah, Derek, how we doing, Derek?
Sorry, it's me.
Derek!
Yeah. I was like, when you said that post, I'm like, people are gonna be really mad when it's me.
Is everybody surprised out there? Let's hear it in
But,
the comments.
You know, when he posted that on Instagram, I went and I started looking. I was like, hold on. I looked at the thumbnails, like, okay, these 4. And then I went into the group chat to figure out if the surprise guest was in there. I was like, oh, it's Derek.
Oh, it's him. Never mind. But thanks anyways for inviting me. I almost couldn't do it because I had dinner plans for my dad's birthday, and then literally everyone but me who was going to go was sick, so I was able to do it. So it worked out.
Yeah,
I was a good boy this month. I only bought four movies that I have seen, which I don't think I've ever done, so I can vouch for their quality, and a couple more that my sister got me for my birthday. I threw in here just for shits and giggles. So yeah, nothing too crazy. I didn't buy 20 like I did last July, and then have still only watched one of them. So
I think I've only watched one of the ones I bought. Do you guys in general feel like you watch or you have seen the majority that you buy, or do you feel like most of your Criterion titles are blind buys?
Most are blind buy for me at first.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Really?
Yeah, before buying them, blind buys for sure. But I always try to get recommendations at least. If anything.
yeah, I've been trying to be better about not blind buying, just because I have so many I haven't watched yet. So I need to at least buy stuff I know I like. That way it can sit on the shelf and I don't feel as bad about not watching it right away.
I need to do what Tony did and do like a Criterion month.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I got through my whole stack. So
well, December is Christmas, so no, I have not watched any of the ones I bought. They're all still sealed.
Well,
sorry to let you
that's
down.
Okay. No worries, no worries. So once again, those in the audience, make sure you smash that like button. Everybody's links to their channels are in the description, so definitely check those out. Go ahead, give everybody a sub, and once again, leave some awesome comments on anything Criterion, all that good stuff, so we can get this very interactive. But let's go ahead and start it off. We'll have Derek, because Derek had the idea of talking about his first Criterion he ever got. So we'll put Derek on the spot here, our super mystery guest. You got that first Criterion pick?
The least popular channel on the show, and I'm your special guest of honor. I have a movie I loved and have been watching since I was 5 years old. And when I saw this for $39.99 on DVD at Suncoast Video, rest in peace, I knew I had to have RoboCop on Criterion Collection. It's by number 23. I love it. This is honestly like the third time I've bought this because I bought it, sold it, regretted it, bought it again, bought the Arrow Blu-ray when that came out, sold this again, found this at Half Price Books for like $3, and I was like, oh, I need it. It's too cool not to have. I love the cover art too much not to have it. And this is like as old as the Laserdisc, so it's like the same quality and special features and everything. So yeah, love me some RoboCop.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know RoboCop was on Criterion. I had no idea, so that's awesome.
I knew you were going to pull either Armageddon or The Rock or RoboCop. It was going to be one of the three when you said DVD.
I thought about doing Silence of the Lambs because my cup, but I don't have the
those
DVD.
Early days of Criterion, they were really trying to aim towards the populace with the movies that they picked.
Yeah, Halloween has a Laserdisc.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
has a Laserdisc.
Like they would love to see Armageddon or The Rock at a 4K from Criterion, but they're
I would love that. It'd be great.
I don't think they're ever going to touch any of those DVDs. If they haven't yet, they probably won't ever.
No, they're working with Disney now, right? And it's,
I don't think they want to touch like Armageddon. I think I think they regret some of those DVDs. Like, I don't know. I mean, I love Armageddon. It's I know it's Ellen's like one of his favorite movies of all time.
I love it. Yeah. Right.
You never know though, because Summertime was a DVD one, and that just got a Blu-ray this summer. So
Summertime, or like the Romeo and Juliet was a Laserdisc only, and then it's getting a Blu-ray finally, or whatever.
Laserdisc only? Jeez.
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't even know what Laserdisc was until I was in a battle and somebody pulled it, and I thought it was a record player they were pulling. I was like, why is this guy pulling records?
Laserdiscs are cool.
All right, so Tim, do you remember your first Criterion title?
Okay, so I did not buy them at all when I with DVDs. DVDs, I was buying all the popcorn studio stuff at that point. Anyways, I think this might be some of my first. I don't know. This is a hard question, but I feel like these all were super early. If you ask me to say which one's first, no damn idea. But I feel like these are pretty early. So, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, 12 Angry Men would have definitely been in like my first few as well. So, excellent.
So good.
All right, Tony, do
Yes.
you remember what your first Criterion title was?
I do. I'm a big record keeper. I know exactly when I bought it. I bought this Curious Case of Benjamin Buttons from Blockbuster Video back on October the 13th, 2011. I didn't buy it because it was a Criterion title. I bought it because it had a slipcover. And the only way to get this with a slip was to buy this version. But I do definitely remember that. So 2011, I love this movie. I love that it has a slipcover. I'm just like Tim. I did not buy any of the DVDs back when, I wasn't really big into buying the I was buying the popcorn flicks, I was buying the Disney DVDs and the TV shows on DVD, but that was pretty much it back then.
Yeah, I still need to see that movie too. I have not seen that movie at
I
all.
love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit something right now. We all said my piece on slipcovers already. I would kill for the slip for this because the stupid blue case annoys me so much. So
Change out the case, but get a spare blue case, a white
It's
case.
still not going to look right. Like
It's too thin of a plastic case too, because it's not the same
It
thickness
is.
as the Criterion cases, so it won't fit quite right.
I feel like if at least I have the slip, it would look a little bit better. But
Yeah, it does. The slip it's all black. It really makes it look perfect.
I've never once seen the slip copy out. Never.
That's
It's
the one
always
slip I have that
outside.
I got to block Tony on your game about.
That was very strange.
I was very excited to not have pulled it myself.
Was that the Criterion title that only had the blue case? Did Criterion do other blue cases like that, or was that the only one?
It's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, me too. And I think it's probably because it was early on in their Blu-ray releases that's the reason why.
Yeah, and it was also like the only release it had, I think.
Tony, do you log in on Blu-ray.com?
I do. I log on Blu-ray.com and DVD Profiler.
Gotcha. I do Blu-ray.com too.
Yeah. It's 2008.
Now, Derek, do you write the dates and where you got it from and the price and all that too, or no?
No, I'm lucky if I remember to put it on Blu-ray.com.
I've
had my phone forget everything 3 times last year.
Well,
so
Tony Fisher's like you. He does log it. He writes the price, where he got it from, and all that stuff too.
Very consistent, yes.
If I had to look at the prices 10 years later, I would just get mad at myself.
It's depressing. It's depressing.
I paid $40 for RoboCop.
So my OCD, the reason I haven't done that is because I hate starting something in the middle. I would miss the first 3,000 movies I bought if I started doing it now. So I've thought about doing it for like maybe starting January 1st and being like, okay, this is when I started logging the price and where I got it. I don't know. What do you think, Tony?
I would do it as you're moving to your new location and you're having to unbox everything and put them on your shelf. That's a good time to start.
Well, I already logged them all.
Okay.
I'm saying like if I started writing the price and where I got it and all that stuff.
Start it. Yeah,
I might start doing that. It'd be fun to know. It is kind of fun to look back. It is depressing, but it's cool to be like, oh my God, I bought this in 2013 from, like you said, Blockbuster.
Or Suncoast Video.
Yeah.
I miss Suncoast.
Yeah, me too.
All right, David, do we remember our first Criterion title? And I love that shirt, by the way. I have that same shirt. It is amazing.
We might have got it at the same place.
Probably. Was it a Target shirt? I feel like it was Target.
Yeah, it was either Target or Walmart. One of the
Target
two.
or Walmart, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, I document all the movies I buy, date, purchase, everything like that. I have an Excel spreadsheet for all that. But the major good news is I only had 3 titles to begin with. So I know exactly which 2 were my first because I bought them at the same time. But the first one I took off the shelf was Seven Samurai.
Nice.
So that would count as my first purchase. But the second one I got the same day was Princess Bride. So I'm giving a special nod to that one. But the first one I grabbed, the one I absolutely wanted, was Seven Samurai.
Good picks.
Yeah, I still need to see Seven Samurai. Still haven't seen that one.
So do
They're
I, and I owned
beautiful.
it once.
I feel like that one will get a 4K though.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't, honestly. That was number 2, I think, right? In the collection.
All right, and then Bob.
Yeah,
I know we
this is
don't.
number 2.
We have it boxed up, but do you remember some of your first titles?
Yeah, I think Straw Dogs was, or at
Nice.
least it was the first Criterion title I'd watched. Yeah, I think it was the first one because I remember checking out the special features and being amazed by they had like a rape counselor, I think, in the special features talking about that scene in the movie, and it just blew me away. I think it was kind of my introduction to special features too, and I was like, oh, there's some pretty cool stuff on this. So yeah, because I never really was big into special features, but then I checked it out on Straw Dogs, and sometimes like for certain movies I like to watch the special features and just hear what they have to say, especially when you get that deep into detail and bringing somebody who's like a professional counselor in to talk about one of the scenes. I thought that was really cool. And she actually compared one of the scenes in Straw Dogs to It Happened One Night, which I know Derek watched last night, so I do want to see that one.
It's good.
Nice.
It's good stuff. Yeah, I watched it in the Columbia Classic 4K, which it is a Criterion. So I did watch that, which is a Criterion this week.
Now, Tim, Tony, you've seen It Happen One Night as well, or no?
Yes.
The good
I've
one?
seen it as well. I thought it was pretty
Oh.
good. Out of the entire Columbia Classics, I would say it's one of the better ones.
It's like 1932 or something like that.
34?
Yeah.
34.
Yeah, and it also includes the remake of it as well on the disc
does it?
too. But I didn't really care for the remake. But
Mm.
Oh, you watch it, yeah.
I
Jack
also
Lemmon.
saw Straw Dogs. That's a rough watch, isn't it?
Straw Dogs is good.
Yeah, it is. And man, that scene in that movie, though, it's so like it's very controversial, and it was really informational to hear her talk about that scene as like a rape counselor talk about it and go into detail. Because you know, I had my thoughts on that movie as well, and then I think sometimes, especially for movies I don't like, because I didn't like Straw Dogs as much as I like the remake. But sometimes I'll like when I don't understand a film or it's really heavy, that's when I'll dive into special features to hear some
me too.
information. Exactly, because I might be missing something or didn't understand it, and hearing the director or somebody talk about it, it might help me understand it. So that's why I actually like talking to people when I hate a movie. I'm like, listen, I didn't like the, you know, to get off topic here, like I'm going to rewatch that tonight after the stream, Black Christmas. But like, I am always open to rewatching a movie for one, but also talking to somebody else, and they might help me understand something I'm missing. And then I could look at it in a different way the next time I watch it.
yeah, Bob, I was disappointed with that movie too, with my first watch. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
I even went into the special features, and I'm like, maybe I'll appreciate it a little bit more, which I did after watching some of the special features. But
I feel like that's when you get like crucified for, though, saying you don't like the 1974 Black Christmas. That pisses a lot of people off.
That's why I'm like, I was supposed to unbox and review it on my channel, but I'm like, I know I'm not going to be like super positive about it, so I've been hesitant on it.
Yeah, that's one that people have come after me for, not happy about my opinion on that. But I'm going to rewatch it tonight, so I'm always willing to give something a second chance.
All right. And then my titles, I think this was the first 5 I picked up. So Fast Times for sure. Bringing Up Baby, excellent. 12 Angry Men, Dazed and Confused, Princess Bride. To me, this is still like my favorite just packaging for any Criterion title. Like, I love the book design. To me, that's just like amazing. But those were my first 5. So I think I got all 5 at the same time. But I think I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High first out of the 5.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What is that, baby? Can you show that one?
Oh, Bringing Up Baby?
Oh, Bob.
Bringing Up Baby is great.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good classic one. It's a 30s movie.
Anytime I see Audrey Hepburn's name, I always
that's Katharine Hepburn.
Catherine.
Oh, that's Katharine Hepburn.
The other one.
The
Catherine
unrelated.
Hepburn.
The unreal.
Yeah, but it's really funny, actually. Like, it keeps up to today. Like, I was still laughing with the movie, and it's only like an hour and a half, so it's a super easy watch too.
Katharine Hepburn is tied for most Oscar wins too, right? For actress, or is it?
She has the most because she has 4.
4. Yeah, that's.
How many did Meryl Streep win?
She has 3 now.
She's been nominated like 21 times, though.
Yeah, 21 or 22 times. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane.
She's got the most losses besides like John Williams, who's lost like 50 times.
It's crazy.
I think Frances McDormand, she's won
Twice.
a few.
She's
right?
won 3.
Yeah, I
and
think it's
she
3.
won 4 because she won Best Picture too for Nomadland. So she technically has 4 Oscars, but 3 for acting.
All right, let's take a look at some of these comments here, and then we'll.
I like
definitely-
Craig started out with no.
I know. I'm like, what does this mean? It's just like no. What
No.
does no mean? Like no to the stream, just no. Or was it just the mystery guess? I wonder if that's what it was. I'm like, here's the mystery guess, and just like nope.
Yeah,
No,
I
that
think
came in
that
right
has
when you
to be
started talking, Mike. So I don't
Oh.
know. Maybe
I
Oh,
don't
was it
think- I
with
don't
me?
think it
It
was
was
about
probably with
Derek.
me. Just like no, just
No.
He heard Derek's name and he was like, no.
No, no. He just
Hi,
had to
Mark.
hear you days
Oh,
ago.
just
You won't
like
hear me
that.
again.
Hisham says hello. It's Morphin time. What is this? Is it Morphin time? No, we do not have Morbius in the Criterion collection or any
That's
Power Ranger
Morbin time,
movie.
not Morphin time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Morphin time. That's Power Rangers.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's Power Rangers, man.
That's an even worse thing. Fight me.
Hisham says, guys, which movie you accept? Hisham, we are sticking to Criterion titles here, okay?
Yeah, you did that
Let's
to us
focus.
before.
Yes, Hisham, you've done this before.
Marvel and
We went
whatever
on to
else.
a like 3-hour tangent with this. We were getting into favorite actors, all this stuff. We'll talk about our favorite Criterion titles, I guess, announced
Yeah.
in a little bit for 2023. Magic Hand says, "What's up, everyone? What's up,
What's up,
Magic? Gus here. Yes, Gus.
Hey, Gus.
Gus, I believe you're the one who hates Olive Garden, right? I don't like Olive Garden either, so that's
Me
good.
neither.
But
Yeah.
their
Gus
salads
also
are
does
good.
not like Christmas movies.
Oh, he doesn't like Christmas movies?
Not
No
really.
Christmas movie?
He hates Die Hard and Batman Returns.
I don't know
Oh,
if he hates
goodness.
Die Hard or Batman Returns. I just know
Even like Gremlins and stuff.
not the biggest Christmas fan.
All right, Craig says RoboCop is a great movie. Yes, it is.
Yes.
I have the Arrow edition. I
Yep.
really
Yeah.
like the Arrow Steelbook.
I have 3 copies of RoboCop.
Gus says, hi, Derek, Tim, Mike, Tony, Bob, and David.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gus.
Hello, hello. Hisham says, I love RoboCop when I was a kid. My favorite superhero movie of all time. Oh, consider RoboCop a superhero. Awesome.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's not a comic.
What's up,
movie.
Derek?
Movie.
What's up, Derek? Derek's in the
Derek
chat
is
too.
Yo, guys.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Brian Goes Blue is here. Yes, I think
Brian.
this is like Brian's first time on one of my streams in the comments, if I'm remembering
And
correctly.
I just watched his out of theater reaction for The Menu. Finally,
Oh,
Oh.
no man,
That
what a terrible experience.
really? I had a decent time.
No,
with
not
The
with the
Menu.
movie.
Oh,
the
like
damn
for you watching the
theatrical
video, or
people. No, not me watching the
What a
video.
horrible experience watching Brian's video.
No,
what a horrible experience! I just saw that video.
Brian's like, I'm never gonna come back to this channel.
Yeah,
again."
never
now I
watching
have to go
Brian's
see that
channel
video.
again. Brian, I'm never watching your channel again. It's terrible. No, they had horrible people in the theater, and I hate that.
Oh,
it
hate
ruins
that.
the experience. It's such a pain in the ass when you get people that are not respectful at all, and then you try to be. Because I've had this happen. I'm like, can you please be quiet? And I almost like. It got really heated between me and one guy once at the end of 47 meters down uncaged. And one of the people had to like get in between the two of us. I was like,
One
do you
of
know
the
how to
people, how
shut
many
the
were in there?
fuck up
Like
during
5?
movie?
Yeah.
What's
That
up?
movie was in the theater.
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
people? How many people were in that?
It was a
movie?
crowded theater for that, but I just hate people who ruined the theatrical experience for somebody. I can't stand that. If you want to talk, whisper at least. Like, don't have full-on conversations at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst is the crying kids and the parents like that do nothing about it. Like literally, it was another shark movie actually. I forgot what the name was, but it was like a kid running around literally the whole like base of the theater, just running back and forth, just whining and whining. The parent did not take out the kid like at all. Like it just went through the whole
Especially
movie.
Rated R movies. Why
Yeah,
are there
dude.
2 and 3 year olds in the theater for
Well,
rated R
that-
movies?
that's a complete lack of respect from the parent. I don't care how bad you want to go see the movie. You're
Get a
ruining other people's
babysitter.
experiences. You like
Yeah.
I get if you're going to see a Pixar movie or something, you got to expect the theater is going to have kids and kids might act up. But if you're going to see some R-rated horror movie or action movie, there should be no kids. And if there are kids, the parents better damn well keep them in check because that is ridiculous. I've had that happen before and it pisses me off.
Crack that whip.
Brian actually just commented on, I know what Betamax is. Brian commented on the theatrical experience that just came up just now. Talked about it, but
that's fun. Yeah. Well, my son's first movie in theaters was 3 Billboards, but he was like 3 weeks old. He slept through the whole thing. So,
okay. You got to make sure they're going to sleep.
If he did anything, you would have upped and left with him, though. You wouldn't have had him crying throughout the movie.
I was 7 when I saw my first rated R movie, and it was Blade, and I loved it. Like I loved going to the theater with my dad at 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. But I was mature enough at 4 years old to know not to talk. I enjoyed the experience.
It bugs me so much that people, like, even if they want to go to the movie, the fact that you think you could take your kid and you paid $10, so that means that your $10 overrides everyone else's $10 that went to go enjoy the movie really gets under my skin. That is just a complete lack of respect to everyone around you.
Mm-hmm.
So which Criterion movies did y'all see in the theater? Because I don't know that I've seen any.
You didn't see
all right, we'll speed it up. We get it, Tony. We'll move it along. All right. Okay, so guess
what? Put us back on task.
The only Criterion DVDs I bought was Armageddon and Spartacus.
Sorry, Tony. Sorry.
No, I'm just teasing.
Those are some awesome titles. I still need to see Spartacus.
I have the Spartacus DVD, yeah.
Adrian says, "Hey everyone, hello,
hey,
Adrian."
Mika.
Yeah, Mika. Yeah, Mika, Gus, Brian, Adrian, Jerry. Howdy, y'all. Yeah, we got an awesome audience today. Hey,
and Bob's in the chat too.
Oop. Yep. Tony's
we are everywhere.
Yep. All right, how you doing, Bob? Yes, Eric back. Do y'all remember your first time buying a Criterion?
I love the pause there. You should have waited the first time and then waited a couple lines and then buying a Criterion. Of course,
I should have known that was Derek talking, that it would be something like that.
All right, so Mika says the double and I were able to pick up a lot of titles for November. That's awesome. Yeah, shout them out. Let us know what titles you picked up. Adrian says, "Hi, Tony. Hey, Tony. Hello, Mika." Yeah. Oh, we got
look, I'm in the chat
right there as well. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Where's Tony?
It Happened One Night is great, really funny older film. Yeah, that's what I realized with a lot of the classic movies. Like, I wouldn't expect like the comedy to like keep up, but out of the ones I've seen, like to me the comedy keeps up pretty well, which I was pleasantly surprised.
You know what comedy I would love to see? I haven't seen the original, but Monkey Business from like 1952 is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, and I don't feel like anybody ever talks about that movie. I think there's an original from like 1930s, but I saw the 52 version and I thought it was hilarious. I think it would be awesome because it's only on DVD, so it would be awesome if Criterion picked that up, but probably not going to happen.
Brian says, how do you guys that bought it feel about the Sony Classic set dropping in price like it did? I know we were just kind of talking about that. Tim, did you want to sum up your answer?
Yeah, basically. So I paid $180 for it. I was okay with $180 when I bought it, so I'm all right with it. Whatever. If people got it for less, happy for them. But I was justified on day one at $180, so why am I going to be mad now? It's part of it.
It's better than the 210. Then it's a big difference.
Yeah, or the two like 69.
180, 140. Yeah, I mean it is $40, but at least it's not $70.
Yeah, I'm still hoping for another price drop, just because like the Sony Classics, there wasn't a lot of movies. I know. But
how much cheaper do you want that? It was like $13.
I want it at $100. Okay.
Oh damn!
Wow,
I'm
greedy, cheap.
Well,
I'm really concerned that it's going to go out of print.
Yeah, probably it is, and I'm okay with it.
I said in my video, 150 is like the sweet spot. It's even lower than that.
There's titles in that we might never see again. Like
Ben just said in his live stream on Tuesday, he was like 160 is my spot. If it comes to that, I'm getting it. And here it was 140. Yeah. So I honestly didn't know if it would ever come down to 160. And so when it was at 140, that was a no-brainer.
I can't believe how fast it was. Yeah.
You guys might convince me. Yeah. Just the titles weren't catching like my interest. I saw like 3 or 4 titles. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in those. But I'm like, the other titles, and I have so many movies stacked up from all the sales. I'm like, when will I get to the movies? And
But I'm going to give anybody who orders from Amazon or any company, okay, for example, just a smart thing to do, okay, and this is if you order from Amazon and it goes on sale like 3 weeks later, even 4 weeks later, you can still return it to Amazon, get your money back, and get it for that cheaper price. So just like a recommendation to people if you really wanted to go down that route. Seriously, I mean, especially if it's $70 cheaper than what you pay for it, you might as well return it, get your money back, or store credit, and then order another one for $70 cheaper.
Oh yeah, and Amazon's pretty decent with customer service stuff when you call them too.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends sometimes like who you get on the phone, but usually I've had pretty
Just
decent
hang up, call
experience.
back, get a different representative.
All right. Oh, Amazing Anna says, hi, I should be studying right now, but
What's up,
yet here
Anna?
I am. Amazing Anna, you should be studying. All right. Never seen Die Hard. Mega Mike just found out about this. Yeah. I was very shocked when I heard this. I'm like, we need to fix that for sure.
Well, you're young children. It's okay.
I've seen them all. I have all of them. I've seen them all. I got the DVD set. All
You've
right.
seen all 4, right? There's only 4 of them.
All 4 Die Hard movies.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I've
4.
seen the 5th one. Actually,
There
I
is
know
no
I've seen
5th
4
one.
of them.
You couldn't have seen it. It just doesn't exist.
Okay,
Doesn't
good.
exist.
Then I've seen them all.
What are you talking about? Which Die Hard doesn't exist?
The
5th one?
that one.
There is
The
no
one that doesn't
5th one.
exist.
The one that supposedly came after 4, but actually didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Wow, you're really cramming that one into the ground, aren't you, Tim?
All right, Hard Copy Blues is here. Sup, everybody? Late
What's
to the
going on,
stream.
man? What's
Just
up,
finished
Vince?
my 4K of Roadhouse. Yeah, that one I was kind of interested in it. The price
Nice.
was pretty high though, right?
It's
Even
a
on
VSU.
sale?
Yeah,
though.
that was Vinegar
I-
Syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
VSU.
I think mine are coming tomorrow. I think. I got
I'm
some.
honestly with these titles now. I don't know if VSU's go on sale, but when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome and same with Criterion, those are the 2 companies I wait until they run the halfway to Black Friday and Black Friday sale. I don't buy Vinegar Syndrome any other time of the year because I feel that the price is not worth what they're selling.
Usually not.
I just don't like their titles enough to spend $40, $35 on them.
Counterpoint. Roadhouse.
Well, no, Roadhouse is a good example, even that Freeway, but with them making 10,000 copies, I feel like come May for their halfway to Black Friday sale, it'll be on sale. So that's why I wait. And the thing with Vinegar Syndrome, they let you know if it comes with the slipcover and how many are left. So when I see it's down to 150, I'll pull the trigger instead of waiting. That's what I like about that. And same with Kino, it shows a slip on their website. So you could kind of wait and, see and then go off of that.
I got
Hisham
Texas
says,
Chainsaw when it was new just because I had to replace my one I sold. So
Stuff's just too many sales and stuff's too expensive when it comes out nowadays. I'm starting to realize dropping way too much money. So now I try and wait for sales. Look at these Kino ones. All of those 4Ks are on sale and they're majority of them still come with the slip and they're $15.
Mm-hmm. Like everything but Mystery Men, pretty much.
Now I'm not hating on somebody who buys day one. Trust me, I used to do that all the time, but for certain companies, I'm starting to wait until I get screwed.
Yeah, we know who you're talking to.
Tony,
idiot.
look, Tony, I love you, man. I do the same thing, but I was ordering through Amazon and it never came on time anyway. So I was
mine doesn't either.
Yeah.
I'm seriously thinking about just transitioning 90% of my stuff to Orbit. Orbit DVD is so amazing.
Yeah, I just ordered packages.
and
from Orbit.
speaking of transitioning, Tim, let's actually show our Criterion collections now that we got a nice big audience in here. Once again, remember, smash those like buttons, everyone.
So I'm showing all of them I got, right?
Yep. Show it all.
So
Give us recommendations, all that good stuff.
I ended up getting 7 titles. I'm only going to show 6 because I have Ministry of Fear from Fritz Lang ordered on Amazon the last day, and that came this month. So I do a whole thing where we wrap up all the stuff that comes in December and open it on Christmas Day. So I'm not going to show that one. But the other ones I got some Netflix ones with, oh God, they're falling. But Power of the Dog and Sound of Metal. I didn't see either one of these yet. I don't get to have the streaming movies, but I will get to these at some point. I put out a video. I went to Barnes & Noble trying to find some titles to get, and there was almost nothing. The selection at my store was poop. So I ended up getting titles that weren't automatically ones I wanted right now, but they had nothing else and I wanted to buy some, so I got them right now. I got Eve's Bayou based off of Mika's recommendation. She gave a high recommendation, so I'm going to check this out soon. I trust what she says. If she says it's good, I'm going to give it a shot. I got Malcolm X like every other freaking person in the world. I was going to watch this the other day, but it's too long of a movie that I wasn't ready to watch it yet. And the ones that I did watch of this, Wall-E, again, like every other freaking person out there, I got Wall-E. It's a wonderful movie. It looked great. It's a great disc. Yeah, very happy with that one. And then and one that I hope some of you guys have, or at least one other person, but the Infernal Affairs trilogy. I just watched the first one today. It's really good. If you guys saw The Departed, it's great to see where The Departed came from. A lot of the whole setup in Departed it's right here. This is more open-ended because it's a trilogy. I'm anxious to watch the second one, I'll say, with how it ended. But the special features have a alternative ending that played in only China, and it's horrible. Absolutely. Oh God, it's so jarring. It's a terrible ending. Thank God it was only in China. But yeah, the first one was great. Absolutely great. So high recommendation on this one for next sale, because it's like $100 off the sale. So get it for $50 next time. If you like Departed, definitely check this out. So that's
a $100 title.
It's 3 movies.
There's 3 movies in here.
Is Departed based on just the first one or the entire trilogy? That's what I was wondering.
Mostly the first one, but the Departed like closes things up more. Infernal Affairs, the first one kind of ends it more to continue on into the second movie.
Okay. Because I knew it was the original. I might grab that next time around.
Yeah, it was really good.
Was it on sale though? Was it like 60 or 70?
It was $50, $49.99.
That's a good price. 3 movies? Yeah. That's a great price. All right, let's see some comments here. Hisham says Alfred Hitchcock on Criterion. Yeah, he has a lot of great titles on Criterion. Now, I've never gotten his titles on Criterion just because like I have the big old box set and everything like that. I'm like, I don't want to double dip on it. But if I did it, yeah, great titles. Anna says 7 years old. Was that the Screaming Child? Was 7 years old? I didn't know.
No, that was Bob's first movie.
Me seeing
First rated R movie.
Oh, and 7 years old. Oh yeah, I used to watch rated R movies when I was.
Back in the day, it was a treat because my dad. You had to be 7 years old and be accompanied by an adult to see a rated R movie, and I think that's still the rule. So, sure, obviously parents don't tell the truth, but it was like it was a treat. It was a treat for me from my dad. At that age.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would see rated R movies all the time with my dad, brothers, all that stuff. So
I saw T2 in the drive-in when I was 5.
Nice,
and it was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hard Copy Blue says, when I went to see Dark Knight, someone brought a baby in the front row, cried for about 10 minutes straight before they found. Well, at least they left. My movie, they didn't leave at all. I guess, yeah. Tim, I feel like the theater's job to filter people with kids and babies out of movies they have no business being in. You would think they would have like better security at theaters, like actually like going around to check for that stuff, but I feel like most theaters
they don't.
They don't do that.
The other thing is it's mostly teenagers that are getting paid like $8 an hour. So
I was gonna say you could tell them. I've actually, because I don't like being the snitch. I'd rather see if I could handle it myself by just saying, "Hey, can you please be quiet?" Sometimes they will. Sometimes they get pissed and then they act worse. But when you get security, I feel like they just go in there and then watch and then they leave. It's like, and it's so easy for the people to be like, "Oh, somebody came in. Let me just be quiet for the next 5 minutes, and then I'll get back to my conversation and whatever, texting and phone calls."
More theaters need the stance of Alamo Drafthouse, which I wish I had near me.
I was going to say Alamo is the best.
They'll throw you out.
They throw you out if they yell at you more than once or whatever.
Brian Goes Blue says, I've seen Boyhood, most of the Wes Anderson titles, Virgin Suicides, and Fast Time in theaters as far as Criterion go. That's a great setup movies to see.
Nice.
All right, Mika says Grad Blue Velvet, Deep Cover, Ease Bayou, Blood Simple, Double Indemnity, High and
Indemnity.
Low, Thief,
Ooh.
Lost Highway, The Hit, and Insomnia is on Criterion. I had no
The
idea.
original.
The original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Christopher Nolan one.
Which
I'm like,
the,
oh, that'd
the
be great.
original is, I think, equally great, but the original makes the lead character feel more icky. Like it's just kind of, you feel more dirty with how it plays out. It's great though.
All right, Brian Goes Blue says there are only 3 titles I want out of the Sony's Classic set. So nobody, that was the struggle with me too. I'm like, there's only a few I'm interested in. So I'm like, yeah. Amazing Anna says, yeah, you better not spend 180 or more for some movies. I'll be upset and then buy something for myself for that much or probably more. Usually it's probably more. Yes.
You know, for that Sony Classics box set, I swear, I'm obviously joking, but I would pay $140 for Still Ellis in 4K. That is an incredible movie. She was every bit deserving for that Best Actress Oscar she won.
Right.
Tim, I know you're a big fan of Still Ellis, right?
That's a good movie, yeah. I'm not going quite to your level, but it's
no. I would never pay $140 for a movie. But you get that's one of them. Obviously, SLC Punk's only on DVDs, so that's a good deal too.
And with like Celluloid Closet, I think if that's even on DVD.
Run Lola Run was a great. I enjoyed that so much.
Yeah, I need to see that. So.
Run Lola Run.
Gotcha. Yeah, Run Lola Run is I have the Blu-ray.
Love Run Lola Run. It's great.
So in regards to Anna's comment, you know, so I've been married 32 years. When I was first married, if I bought something, Sonia would buy something. It was always, you know, if I got something, can you imagine if that was still the case? We grew up.
Killed you years ago. But yeah, that's kind of what it is for me too. So yeah.
You'd have no room.
I do 90% of the spending in my relationship.
You would need a second house, Tony, or a third.
Yeah. She buys stuff, but not like this.
All right, Brian says SLC Punk is a masterpiece, though. Best Matthew Lillard performance, hands down. Like that's the title I was super interested in just because of Matthew Lillard. So it was tempting. It was definitely tempting.
Matthew Lillard may have put in more quality performance in SLC Punk, but my God, he is the perfect Shaggy. Like absolutely perfect Shaggy.
He was great.
All right, Craig says, what do you think of 12 Angry Men? Oh, I love the
it's
classic.
Outstanding.
I think 12 Angry Men is great. Especially how they're able just to use like one room and it's like just dialogue between those characters. It's fantastic.
I love, so this is, sorry, it's not Criterion, but real quick, but single location, check this movie out.
So good.
I have that.
Yeah.
That was great, Tim.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's on the watch list, Tim. It's
I feel like no one has talked about this, but it's freaking, I love single location movies, and this was really good.
Oh yeah, the outfit reminded me of like going back to like Hitchcock's like Rope, like felt just like that movie.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Okay, Mega Movie Mom. Oh, Anna's getting tough. Yep, she's tough, definitely. Amazing Anna says, I'm not a child, I'm a young adult. You're a wife. All right. Okay, that's true. Okay.
Mike, you said that Terry Pollute.
Yeah. So that's my mom.
That's your mom.
That's Mega Movie Mom.
That's what I thought you said there. I was like, yeah, I remember you saying that last time.
Yeah. All right, Brian Goes Blue. Mystery Men Kino 4K will be the next Kino sale, Derek. I guarantee that. Well, yeah.
That's why I'm waiting for the next one to buy anything.
Yep. Yeah.
Like literally, I have it ordered from Amazon, and I still haven't got it yet. Like it keeps getting delayed. Like,
well, I got all the ones, like all the 4Ks from the last 2 months that are on sale are in my cart, and they all show that they come with slip covers. So.
So I personally, I think the whole Kino thing is not even just Amazon. I think it's just Kino's distribution is ass. They take care of
everything else first. About them is perfect except that.
But their distribution is. So I have a Night Gallery season 3 on. It was on pre-order from Target, and it still isn't here. And that's what 3 weeks ago, Tony.
And Tony got his.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I mean,
Shitting it.
Tony, you said the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
you get yourself. It took for Eastern Promises, I remember 6 weeks after the release date for me to get that, and I
Okay.
pre-ordered it and everything, and it just Amazon,
don't-
I guess, didn't get it in stock. I don't know.
Yeah. I get my keynotes early, but I don't want to tell my secret because then I won't get them early anymore.
Right?
So I used to buy them directly from Kino, and then it got worse and worse and worse. And then I tried Amazon. It's terrible,
Yeah.
but there's a source you can go to get things early.
Now we're all going to be.
All
You
right.
Okay.
already know what it is.
I just want to
Kino,
get mine on
and then
time.
we'll
I would
give
be
you
happy if I just got mine
I
on
just, yeah,
time.
Tuesdays.
Orbit DVD always gets them early.
Yeah. I was thinking you were talking about Orbit. Orbit's
Yeah.
so just.
Orbit's
yeah, there's-
incredible. But
Yeah.
the thing with Orbit is you literally you could be looking at something that's in stock and try to look for more stuff to add to your cart, and it could sell out in that
It
time.
can.
So if there's something you really want, order it that moment and then
Yes.
shop for more. Like I was looking at, I had the Coraline Steelbook in, and then I'm adding more stuff, and in that time, Coraline
Yeah.
sold out.
Because you're trying to
Luckily-
find 3 titles so you can get free shipping.
If I want the title enough, though, like their
let's-
packaging is
Orb-
fantastic. So
Orbit DVD charges. Okay, you do the 3 movies and you get free shipping, and you could do 2-day shipping with that free shipping, and they don't like charge you extra for
Yes.
that. That's awesome because Grindhouse, they do free shipping over $100, but that's only for the standard shipping. If you want like first class or priority mail, he charges you $8.99. So you know what I mean. With
Yeah.
Orbit, I clicked the 2-day option, and it was still free because I got over 3 items.
Nice.
I love
All right.
Orbit. Yeah, and I just started ordering from them,
they're,
but
I think
everything
they're
came
literally
in
the-
good shape.
They're the best site you.
I was
could really
kind of
buy.
done with like, I went to Orbit after Mike over at Grindhouse sent me the wrong movie. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I ordered one movie. He literally sent me the wrong one. I was like, yeah, I need to try another label or another company.
That's fine.
All right, Tony, you ready for this?
Yeah, so I'm going to show everything I picked up in November for
Yeah.
Criterion. Okay, you asked for it. So I got, and I watched all of these too. I'm not going to have time to talk about every one of these, but I'll pinpoint the ones I really enjoyed. So The Power of the Dog 4K. This was great. This is my first time. Well, it's my first time watching any of these, but this right here was a favorite. I enjoyed that one. We have this Harold Lloyd film, Safety Last. It was my first experience watching a Harold Lloyd film, black and white, from the 1923, and it's amazing what they accomplished on these films back then. It was great. After I watched this one, I bought 2 other ones from his.
I'm surprised more silent actors didn't accidentally kill themselves with the stunts. they
Right.
did.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Exactly right. The Lady Eve, I enjoyed this one. I like a lot of the black and white stuff. The Night of the Hunt,
Yes.
Tim recommended that one. Really good film. Great score. Okja, I watched that.
Nice.
I bought it last sale, but I sent it back because I spent too much, so I had to buy it this sale. Daddy Longlegs, worst dad ever. If you haven't seen this, check it out. It's amazing.
Wow.
Would it give me anxiety though? Like,
Yes, it will.
oh god, I don't know. Uncut Gems is.
Sound of Metal, excellent. I had never heard about this one. The way that they do the audio in the film is excellent. The way that they make you feel like you're him, it was great. If you haven't seen it, definitely check that out.
Pretty powerful, Tony.
Yeah, it was really good. But I hear people that didn't like it, so it's just a mixed bag.
That's one I really
And
want.
that's what a lot of this Criterion stuff is. It's either you like it or you hate it. Speaking of liking it, Summertime was a good recommendation from Tim. I bought this the last sale, but I sent it back. It was one of the ones that got sent back. As soon as I sent it back, then I started hearing Tim rave about it over and over and over again. So I got it. I enjoyed it. Catherine Hepburn, she's great. Of course, I had to get Wall-E. I watched, like I said, I watched all of these. I really enjoyed Wall-E. It's been a long time since I had seen it, and just the excitement of it getting a Criterion release It's got this really nice packaging, which I'm not a really big fan of the packaging. I'd rather have a nice plastic case, but because you worry about it getting scuffed up on the shelf and stuff. But anyways, just a really nice film. Flight of the Phoenix.
Oh, so good also.
Yeah, have you seen this one?
Oh yeah.
It was just a tad
long.
Yeah, it could have been cut a little bit better, but really good.
But isn't it crazy seeing James Stewart is normally like the lovable character, and he's kind of an asshole in that. And Richard Attenborough's character is like the good guy.
Yeah, it was definitely a different role for him.
Yeah.
Buck and the Preacher. That's another one I had to get this sale. Really enjoyed this one. And then lastly, from the 12 that I bought, I got Arsenic and Old Lace, which I really had a good time with this one.
Yeah.
And I watched 30 titles during the month, so I just want to bring up one title that I really enjoyed, and that is Inside with Llewellyn Davis.
Oh, so good.
Man, this was so good. I had it was just a blind buy. Somebody recommended it after they watched one of my videos, but I had no idea that it was from the Coen brothers. Right?
Yep. Yeah.
And I had no clue.
You recommended it because I love Coen brothers.
I thought I had already had all of their stuff, but not this one. Really good. I recommend that one.
Gets better every time.
Yeah.
Killer pickups.
Oh, got a new face.
Yes. Who is there?
You're on mute.
Sorry, she was talking to me. Yeah.
She's a talker, huh?
Yeah. She's a sounder, not much of a talker. Yeah. Oh,
she's hushing.
Yeah. Her name is Piper. She's my granddaughter.
Nice.
Granddaughter? You look way too young to have. Jeez.
Well, Tony's been married 32. I've been married 28. So
I don't have any grandkids yet.
I've got 2 grandkids.
My boys are hermits. They don't get out.
Where do they get that from?
I've got one that's like that.
I don't know who they get that from, but
right, yeah. Where do they get that from?
All right, we got Hard Copy Blue says I grabbed 14 Criterions. I won't make you read all of them off, but let me just recommend How Ashby Film Being There. My favorite pickup. I never heard of it.
Being There's good.
Yeah, it's wow, I can't think of his name. Peter.
Yeah.
Pink Panther. I guess, right?
Peter Sellers.
Thank you. I almost said Peter Segal. I'm like, that's not right.
And it's got what's her name?
Steven's grandpa.
What's her name?
What's the name of the guy who played Pink Panther, starring in Al Ashby's?
Hard Copy. Definitely pick Insomnia up. Definitely.
That one has is it Stellan Skarsgård in that one?
Yes.
The original one? Nice, yeah. I'd watch it for him. He's awesome.
All right, Eddie's Films and Stuff is here. What's up, Eddie? Hey, Mika. What's up, Vin? Mika says, yes, Bob, still Alice was great. Julianne Moore gave a great performance.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it yet, but
what's up with that? Is it out of print now or something?
Still Alice? No, I think the Blu-ray you could still get.
Yeah, I've got it. I didn't know why.
I was just talking about how good still Alice was.
I thought the conversation went to how expensive it was to have to buy.
Well, I was talking about the titles being worth
$140 just for still Alice.
Yeah, like that title alone is worth like 25 of that that box.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, still Alice is sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
If you've seen that, you need to see The Father. The Father's another good one.
Yeah, I need to watch. I should do a double feature. I have them both.
Anthony Hopkins.
Father's amazing. Yeah.
That just came out like 2 years ago, right?
Yep.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I'll have to check that one out for sure.
Definitely.
And Olivia Colman, who feels like the new Meryl Streep, where she's just gonna get nominated for everything.
Yeah.
Not this year, probably. We'll see.
Gus says, Tony, you're married 32 years, and just now you get the crabs.
Right?
Twice.
Hey, Daddy.
We might need to put that in context sometime.
Yes, because I'm still confused by this. I'm like, what is going on?
You gotta go watch. You gotta go watch the live stream from Tuesday, and you'll understand. Tony doesn't actually have crabs.
You can see it on my Instagram post.
Seen on my face. That kind of got me.
I almost said Facebook, but I don't
You
have
see the crabs on there.
Amazing. I don't even buy something for myself every time he does. I wish I could.
Yeah,
no, she
and it
gets a
can't
lot of
afford
stuff.
to if yeah.
Right now.
Well, you guys got she gets the Funko Pops, right? Like those are
Yeah,
mostly
she collects way more of the Funko Pops for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess as I can't wait for April for the Criterion flash sale. Is that a guaranteed flash sale? Does that happen every April?
Don't they do one in January too? I swear I bought.
There's
some.
actually one right now that's going. It's not a flash sale, but it's 30% off. Everything that you purchase is 30% off, even pre-orders for future releases. 30% off is not as good as 50% off, but it's not terrible. And if you buy from their website, you earn points. And if you get to a certain amount of points, you get $50 off of, whatever your total
Sure.
is.
Like
Isn't
Arrow
the
does,
30% off basically what Amazon puts them at normally? Like
Yeah,
27?
Yeah, but still, it's a good deal for those that can't wait for the next sale come July for Barnes and Noble.
If you need your fix.
Yeah.
I guess
Arrow does the point system.
Yeah,
too,
Arrow
for
does
them,
points
too.
too.
Yeah.
But Gus told me the Arrow is not nearly as good as Criterion's website sale or their point system.
Yeah, no.
I don't like the way Arrow video ships, so I love Arrow. They're my favorite label, but their shipping is awful too. They just put it in an oversized box and just
Their packaging is Yeah,
one more thing about the Criterion site is you can actually order these nice cases. So if you got a blue Curious Case of Benjamin Button's case, you can buy the cases from the Criterion site while they're on sale for 30% off.
That's what I'm saying. Tim, you ever think about getting a white case for it?
I couldn't be the Criterion one though because it's thinner, so that the insert is.
That's the real problem.
Yeah,
Oh.
the insert cover the same
The
space.
insert
Oh,
one
it wouldn't fit.
the regular case. Yeah,
You need a
thought of it too.
thin clear white case or clear case.
just go to a Goodwill and find a Benjamin Button and steal the slipcover.
I'd never see it. I've never seen a slipcover for it out in the wild, not once.
No, neither have I.
Go to Blockbuster and get one. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
I'd say go to Best Buy, but even they don't have half the shit because that's where I bought mine. I got it the day it came out.
All right, Mega Movie Mom says the first movie I saw inside theater was Sound of Music. I appreciate it much more that I'm decades older. Is that on Criterion at all?
No.
That would be a great title for it, though.
Yeah, it's got a nice. There's got some nice releases for it, though.
Mm-hmm. I think I have two of it. I have one of it in a collection and one by itself.
I got a few.
All right, Brian Goes Blue says the reason Kino sales are so great also is the lower $50 limit for free shipping and no tax is basically like saving an extra $7 to 9% depending on what state you live in.
Yeah.
Look, Keynote sales are probably second to none, but that MVD Black Friday sale,
that sale was so good.
Those were $1.99, $3.99, $5.99 with slip covers. I mean, and good, like MVD, don't sleep on them. They've got some good titles, right, Tony?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I mean, nobody talks about them, but like their marquee collection had some decent titles. I'm not saying Oscar, worthy Criterion titles, but like they're good enough to enjoy watching more than once. And even the Rewind collection has some pretty good ones. Yeah. And they're $6.99, $7.99 with slipcovers. So that was a good deal. And then they had 99-cent titles.
Yeah. Now all mine didn't come with slipcovers. I would say probably about half of mine did.
Okay, but you got a lot of the Rewind collection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones they don't guarantee slips on those ones.
Yeah, but I was so happy with it for that price. I'm like,
yeah,
I'll take it. $7. I'll take it.
I'm complete with the Rewind collection, and they all have slips. Just because I pay to buy them as they're released,
day one. Yeah,
I don't want to gamble the chance of not getting a slip.
The only one I'm missing is Double Dragon, and it's just way too much.
Oh, that's a nice slip too.
Yeah, but the movie I'm not even interested in.
So it's such a good movie. You should watch it.
Mika says, I often have a hard time waiting for Criterion sales, so we'll see if I can wait. Planning on picking up some December releases and January releases.
Yeah, definitely take advantage of that 30% off sale.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, going back to even that Sound of Music thing was making me think.
Mhm.
I wonder what it would take for Criterion to actually land some of the like legitimate popular classics. Because you notice most of what they'll get the more like secondary classics that people kind of forgot, but the Casablancas, the Sound of Music, things like Singing in the Rain. Like, I wonder what it would take for Criterion to legitimately get that stuff, or the studios just will never relinquish. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I don't know.
we don't
Yeah, I
have a
think
whole
they're-
lot of like the A tier classics in Criterion.
It could be that the studios don't want to let those go right now because that's pretty much the same things that they release every anniversary.
Yeah,
And
it's like-
I think with
They're
Wall-E,
bringing it every
Wall-E had already
year.
gotten a 4K release from Disney. Wall-E had already gotten so many other releases that they were willing to let that go for that period of time. You know, I don't think these big studios are going to let their anniversary type.
I would not get your hopes up that Criterion's going to get a lot more Disney titles.
Yeah, me either.
I wouldn't. It could happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't get your hopes up. I don't. And no, like I understand, Tim, you were super excited about Wall-E. I'm not gonna freak out over them getting a Disney title that's already got a 4K release. I'm looking for some stuff that they're holding in their vault, or stuff
Mhm.
that's never even been on Blu-ray, or stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I would like them to go back to the classic Disney stuff and maybe give those like 4Ks, ones that even haven't gotten like good Blu-ray editions or things
Yeah.
like that. Like real classic.
Even the
I think
Fox
it's like Song of
catalog.
the South Criterion, because Disney will never release that under their own name.
Yeah, I mean
But
they
that'd
got
be-
the Fox
that'd be like a
catalog
perfect kind of thing
too.
for Criterion to do.
License out your Fox catalog to them. Come on.
Right. Yeah, that too. Get Avatar on Criterion.
Yes. Okay. So Eddie's Films and stuff says I grabbed 11 Criterions, 10 of which were blind buys. One of them was Summertime. Tim, you
Yeah.
get it. Everybody
What-
gets that Summertime. I still need to get it. I haven't gotten it yet, but I think you convinced me for like the next time around. I'm like, okay.
That's
now
so
I gotta
funny
get it.
because Eddie, I grabbed 11, 10 of which were blind buys. I only saw one of them.
Definitely check out Eddie's channel. He's got some really good videos, and he shows off what he purchases.
I just subscribed to him last night.
Well, he's got some good videos out there.
I'm glad my my repetition on Summertime though has led to some people grabbing it.
All right, Hard
Speaking of
Copy-
another good channel, go check out Hard Copy Blues. He just got started not too long ago on YouTube, and he's got
Yeah.
good content too. So if you're
Yeah.
not subscribed, go hit
Yeah, I
him
just
up.
started following him on Instagram like 2 days ago, I think.
Yep,
Yep,
good
me too.
stuff.
Hmm.
Go support the whole community, you know.
I love that the community's growing. It's awesome.
Yeah. I also like how supportive it is. Like everybody really does a good job of supporting everybody. And speaking of one person in this chat right now, well, she just popped up. Come on, like, can we give a hand for like Mika here?
Mhm.
Just
She's everywhere.
every single
Because there's
day,
2 of her.
just-
That's how she does it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean
Thank you,
every
thank you.
single day, just sharing people's content and streams and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm
like
convinced she doesn't work and she doesn't sleep.
And
Just
yes,
like you,
she
Tony.
watches so many movies too. She gets like one a day at least. And her titles she's watching are good. Like, did you see the one she got with Kim Basinger while you're out? If you haven't seen that movie, you guys got to check it out. It's worth a blind buy for like $10. That was a good one.
All right, let's see, we gave you that idea, Bob. Brian Goes Blue says we got Still Alice on DVD at the Dollar Tree. Still haven't checked it out.
Check it
And
out,
you know what?
Brian.
The Dollar Tree has some decent stuff once in a while. They even had Blu-rays last time I went. Like
I picked
pretty
up
decent
Terms
ones,
of
too.
I picked up Terms of Endearment Blu-ray for $1.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
mad.
that
because
movie's
I,
so good. I
It
love that
is.
movie. So good.
What happened?
Oh,
Nope.
Derek's gone.
Derek's gone.
I told you it was only going to be a
Our special
mystery
guest is no longer here.
Yeah, I told
Before
you
he
it was
showed his
limited time,
titles.
okay?
Surprise! He's gone.
That's a good
Alright.
point about vinegar
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yeah,
They
so
do
you can
sell
find
clear
the
cases too.
They do, yeah.
Oh,
And I think they're a little thinner, so you could try that, Tim.
Mm.
Tim's like, I just don't care enough.
nice.
He wants the slip cover.
I know. I thought Tim, you don't care for the slip covers, but this one
This
you
is
need
a
it.
rare exception.
I guess says I only buy MVD once a year during the Black Friday sale. Laugh out loud, they don't have anything I have to have on day one.
But that's the thing. I mean, okay, especially if you don't care about slip covers, but even if you do, like for me, you start to learn things over time and you start to realize which ones you want to partake in day one. And like for me, Criterion titles don't go out of print really ever. They don't have slip covers that are like rare or booklets. So I feel comfortable waiting until July and November for Criterion. And because I don't need to see their stuff day one, I've already got probably 1,000 movies I own that I haven't seen that I'm still catching up on. So I'm okay not like I already have Criterion titles I need to watch. So, and then with Vinegar Syndrome, same thing. I just don't feel the need to buy their stuff day one, especially when they have 10,000 copies of it. So I'm with Gus. Like,
I think Derek is back. He said in
Derek's
the chat,
back. Okay. What? Where is he?
No, he's not.
Where are you, Derek? Are you there, Derek? Are you invisible right now? No.
what's that Vinegar Syndrome movie they just put out? The Invisible Maniac or whatever? That Derek.
All right, we
Derek,
got
how you
mid-level
back?
media in the house. What up, y'all?
What's up, Ken?
Hey, Ken.
Ken. Yep. Adrian says, "What's up, Kenny Levels?" Mid-level says, "Boogity and Bride of Boogity from Scream."
Yeah.
Scream Factory? Are those new titles? Are those just
The
recommendations?
Disney titles that he just
Here I am. All right.
hoping
There
for.
he is.
Figured
All
it'd
right,
take a minute
Gus.
so I go to the bathroom quick.
From Screen Factory, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, he's saying Screen Factory should get those.
Oh,
So
boogity.
Gus hit the nail on the head. Criterion Channel is legitimately really
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
But they do a bad job at advertising it because a lot of people think it's just Criterion, and it is so
Yeah,
much more.
everything. They get so much stuff.
Yeah.
And you can just try it for 30 days if you want to just try it out and see what it's like.
I just don't do like I would. I'm so like 100% in on physical media. I just don't
They
do
put-
streaming services.
They put stuff on streaming in HD that doesn't even have Blu-rays and stuff like that. Like they put stuff that is almost like forgotten on there.
I get it. I just love physical. Like I
Yeah.
have Netflix and that's it. And the only reason I have that is because the 4 other people on the account that use it.
Right. I miss
I
when
don't use
Hulu
it.
had Criterion.
I just love
I got
physical
one.
media,
I
man.
used to
Like
watch it all the time on there.
I'm all in on physical media.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have the 30s and 20s, 30s, 40s. We probably have the smallest fraction of what was made actually on physical media. There is so much that just never made it.
Oh yeah, it was all very, very
Hard copy
it was all
blues.
very flammable back then. You could say.
Yeah, thanks for the love, Bob. Physical media
you
community
bring it
is
back?
indeed
Okay.
amazing, supportive of
Okay.
one another. Absolutely. I guess
Just
says
like
I enjoy
being
your
on TV,
content a
huh?
lot, Vin.
Are you seeing yourself? Oh,
Nika says love terms of endearment. The sequel, Evening Star Wars Goes. I had no idea there was a sequel
need
to
to
that
see that.
movie.
I actually
Yeah,
didn't
about that.
either. So
I need to see that because I
Nico, you
love
know.
Terms of Endearment. So if there's a sequel, I got to check that out. Yes, Derek is back. Yes.
I like Gus's comment here. Did the woke?
The woke
Oh,
focus.
They're coming after me, all the woke folk.
Yo,
And-
Derek, you know what? After I referenced your video for like 3 seconds in one of my videos once, because I got the Hocus Pocus sent to me from Side Hustle Cinema.
Oh, nice.
Hocus Pocus 2. And I was like, yeah, as Derek calls it, Hocus Pocus. Moved on, and somebody had made a comment, and they were like a whole paragraph talking about Hocus Pocus. You know, it was a joke and all this stuff, and I was like, I was like, what the heck? People really got upset at you with that one.
Oh, it was great. The best part was all the people who were like legitimately hateful, like in the comments, and I could report them. That was
Yeah.
like the whole reason I even did that video was just to bring out all the assholes and just like call them out on it. It was
is
glorious.
that kind of like throwing dynamite in the water and the fish rise up to the surface?
Yeah, yeah,
That's how you bring up the assholes. You just kind of
Speaking of
throw
fish,
dynamite.
Fish is here in the chat. Hello to my
Hey,
fish
Fish.
and everyone in
Speaking
the
of
chat.
fish,
I thought you were
All
saying
right.
speaking of assholes at first.
Speaking of
Oh,
assholes,
well, on
Speaking of
that
assholes,
tangent, let's
Bob,
go to
what
Derek.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite surprise guest that no one's heard of. Yeah. I'm glad I brought a couple extra things because it's just going to be the same for everyone else bought. I haven't watched them because I don't have time to watch movies, just buy them. But I've at least seen them, and I love WALL-E. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies. I would say it's their last great original film that Pixar ever did, which is kind of sad because it's like
It is sad.
15 years old now. Up was good, but it wasn't as good as WALL-E. And one of the main reasons I love it is that Roger Deakins was the visual consultant on the film, so it looks like it was shot by Roger Deakins.
And I love that there's hardly any talking. Like,
the first like half of that movie is perfect, and then it's still great the rest of it, but it's better when it's just like the silent film style.
Yeah.
I begrudgingly bought Malcolm X because I saw it at Best Buy before I went to Barnes and Noble the day it came out. I didn't know it had the big old fat digipack thing going on, so I was like, fine, I'm here, why not? So I grabbed that as well. I have the Digibook Blu-ray, so that's why I wasn't gonna get it. I didn't own WALL-E at the moment, so that's why I was like, hell yeah, I'll get WALL-E. Best Picture nominee, so I had to buy it. Power of the Dog. I actually really love this movie. It was the only nominee last year for Best Picture that actually like made me think about it for more than 10 minutes after it was over. I would say like weeks and weeks after I watched this movie, I kept like thinking about Benedict Cumberbatch's character, and it like made me feel really bad for him. Like if you watch this movie surface level, sometimes it kind of just seems like he's this piece of shit character, and he kind of, spoiler alert, gets what's coming to him. But he's a sad character. So the more you think about it and pay attention to it, it gets better.
Even Kirsten Dunst's performance was, to me, amazing.
Everyone's amazing in that movie. Yeah, I love can't think of the kid's name right now. Cody Smith McPhee.
Yeah,
is fantastic in it too. Sound of Metal, amazing movie. Riz Ahmed. If Anthony Hopkins wasn't in The Father that year, he should have been winning Best Actor for sure. And the supporting performance from Paul Raci was my favorite of the year overall. He will break your heart in the last scene he is in this movie, I guarantee it. But like Tony said, the way they were able to make the movie's soundtrack feel like you were going deaf with him as the movie progressed was extremely impressive. So those are the only new ones I bought. But then because they all came out in November. Well, except for Sound of Metal, that was like September or October. My sister bought me for my birthday The Graduate, which is an amazing film. I think it's funnier every time you see it. And it's in the AFI Top 100 collection, so got to upgrade that finally.
He did The Graduate and then went right into Straw Dogs afterward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He would have, yeah.
1960.
Because this is what, 67? When was Straw Dogs? Like 70?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, nice. Straw Dogs is great. And she also bought me Broadcast News, which I have not seen. I really wanted to buy, so I'm happy she got it for me just at random. She knows me. She's my sister. She's a few years older than me, so she's like 10 years older than Bob, if you want to keep things in track. But yeah, William Hurt, R.I.P. Albert Brooks. I love Albert Brooks. I'm going to say go buy Defending Your Life on Criterion. If you have not bought Defending Your Life, it is fantastic. That is an Albert Brooks film that I bought in July, so I didn't grab it to put in here. But yeah, those are the newest ones I have, and they're all fantastic. And I assume this one is too, because I haven't heard anything but great things.
All right, let's check out this chat here. See everybody saying what's up, Fish. Hall & Oates. Yes, Hall & Oates is here. Good evening, gents. Didn't get the notification. Get Tim his list. Holland, you didn't get the notification. Did you ring my notification bell? That is the first question. Make sure you do that if you haven't done that.
Ring the bell, do all the things, all the YouTube.
Mom, why are you laughing over there? Why was that funny?
Because you're like, hit that bell notification. I think Holland's got the bell set up for everybody. You want to miss anybody without fail. I think with YouTube live streams are really weird sometimes. I've had somebody tell me that my videos my live stream didn't show up at all for them. They looked all over the place. I've looked for like streams before in the past and I can't find it, and they're live, and I'm like, I gotta go to Instagram, see if I could get it through their story because I can't find their stream. I don't understand how it works sometimes, but it gets a little weird. That's why I was laughing.
All right, got everybody saying hey to each other. Yes, hey Fish, hey Holland, what's up, Gus? Brian Goes Blue says Onward is my favorite Pixar film. I'd have to double dip if Criterion put that out.
I love Onward. Onward is so good.
Yeah, not to get into spoiler, but when the oh my god, when he realizes his brother is essentially his father, oh my god, it's so like touching at the end of that movie. Onward
the movie
is good.
It gets better as it goes, and it's yeah. I mean, like now that 10 years ago, I probably would have thought it was okay, but now that I have,
I now never have to see Onward. Thanks, Tim.
It's okay. Really good.
It's about his father is his brother.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I put it mid-tier for me. Yeah. But like Pixar, I love the Toy Story movies, and then Coco's my favorite. So
don't tell Brian.
Our Copy Blue says, agree, Derek, first half of WALL-E is the best. Yeah, I do like the first half probably the best too. There's kind of like two movies put together, but yeah, I like it all too.
It's all
Huck is in
What's
the
up,
house.
Huck?
Hey, Criterion lovers. Ooh, spicy. All right, Holland Oates says, what's up, Huck? Hey, Huck. Eddie's Films and stuff. I need the Graduate Criterion. Is this one announced? I feel like this. Weren't they saying this one was going to go to 4K, or did I just think this one would go to 4K?
They did. Something. It was rumored, I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything official.
Yeah. But I'm not surprised. It's like,
yeah,
100% makes sense. It could either be like Kino or Criterion. I could see doing the Graduate.
Actually,
sure.
Yeah, I could see Kino robbing it from Criterion.
Yeah, it's a very Kino 4K.
Yeah,
it's just like all the other ones they've taken.
All right, everybody saying hi to Huck. Derek, love broadcast news. Yeah, what is that one about? Because I have no
broadcast news.
It's really good.
It's about a rival news team essentially, but it's got William Hurt, Albert Brooks, Holly Hunter, and they're all sort of working against each other / together.
So it's a drama then, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was nominated for actress and actor and all that fun stuff. So fit right into my collection perfectly.
All right, Eddie's Films and stuff. Speaking of Tim's list, I want to make a video for it. Gonna try and get that out ASAP, Tim.
Yeah, go for a video. Definitely for that.
I guess
that's the thing about like live streams when somebody randomly starts laughing. They might be laughing like right now I'm laughing at Brian's comment, but nobody else might have seen it yet, so they then see me laughing and they're like, why is he laughing?
It's just your favorite
what I said. Yeah, it's like, oh, you better watch out for Brian.
Oh, I get it. Very clever. Funny. No, that's a really good movie though. I really like the movie.
All right. Movie.
It is a really good movie. Huck says, hey, Bob, sometimes I learn about a stream because it just pops up on my computer and tells me someone is live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've missed streams and I get pissed because I'm like, I was looking. I didn't see it.
Like mine last week.
Oh, anything.
I messaged you on Instagram and I said it's next or it's tomorrow, and you never messaged me back, and you could have prevented me missing.
I was busy installing a sink at the last minute before I had to start the stream. I was extremely busy and irritated. I love you anyways. It's okay.
Mika says, best thing for me and Wally is my queen, Sigourney Weaver, who is the computer. Yeah, I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah, that's funny. I forgot that was her. Should do a Galaxy Quest spinoff with her talking to herself.
Oh my god!
I think that's how it is.
Galaxy Quest. Oh.
I think that's how it is with any label now at this point, Eddie. If you're somebody who doesn't like double dipping, Tony, for somebody who likes to buy majority of everything, how do you feel about like getting these?
I'm not in a hurry to pick up the 4Ks after I've got these already.
It's a little frustrating for sure.
Some that I'll pick up just because I love the movie, but to me, the Criterion transfers are already good, and so I don't. If there's nothing special about the 4K packaging, I don't get it.
Well, how about like Scream Factory? I don't know if you own all their collector's editions.
I do. I get all those.
And so is it like frustrating that they keep doing the 4Ks, or are you really happy with it?
I'm happy with it, but it's frustrating and expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've stood my ground on that one.
I agree.
Did you notice with the Kino 4Ks that they took from Criterion too? Unless I'm missing something, some of them seem like they have way less special features. Like they're not even porting over most of the.
So that's a good thing about having both versions too.
Yeah.
At least you have.
I think a lot of them
Then it
for
makes
each
it easy to
or the
justify and be
Criterion
like,
really specifically.
then I could justify it when people are like, why do you have both and why don't you sell the one? I'm like, well, because it's a different transfer, different special features,
At
different
least throw
artwork.
some different artwork on the covers too. I mean, it should look different to me.
Well, Kino is different, right? Or no?
Not all the time.
Okay, so sometimes it's the same. That's what's pissed me off about Arrow, like with RoboCop, American Werewolf in London,
Yeah,
Hills
exactly.
Have Eyes. It was the same exact artwork, same booklet, same everything.
Everything so far that they've done like that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
frustrating.
That's why I got the
I just in
RoboCop.
Blue Underground too. I just
Blue
find it
one,
to
yeah.
be lazy. And in my opinion, you should be rewarding your customers who have been with you from the beginning, who are willing to upgrade to 4K. You're screwing them. Like they've been with you, supporting you from the beginning. At least give them new artwork. Like, come on.
Well, in
something.
regards to like Arrow titles, when they like they did with True Romance, like they did with Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, they got the 4K with the steelbook inside that nice box. Then
Yeah.
I'll buy the Blu-ray and the other artwork. It's cheaper, just $5 cheaper, but it gives me a reason to have the two different versions.
Okay.
At least
I
it looks
I do double dip as well on the Steelbook Deluxe Edition and the limited edition one. I like
Both deluxe steelbook editions go pretty quick too.
it's different artwork on those. So and they're really
Yeah,
nice.
True Romance one's great.
And with True Romance, like if you got the limited edition 4K case or the limited edition Steelbook, it came with like the Steelbook one came with some extra goodies that the other one didn't.
including the Blu-ray, right? Then the Steelbook
Came
one
with
has
like a
the Blu-ray.
sticker.
And that one doesn't.
Yeah, that one.
Okay,
Well,
with
the
that.
other one, I think it came with like a sticker and some other stuff too.
And I think Wild Things was different also.
because that's not the Steelbook, right? That's
No,
the,
this is not the Steelbook.
yeah. The other one came with a few things that one doesn't have.
Yeah, I think it has the Blu-ray disc, and that one doesn't.
I'd like to see
then-
Arrow do more like really
Yeah.
deluxe like this
I
thing.
love that set.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do anything like this one.
Yeah, man.
Too bad I don't like that movie very much.
You don't like the movie? I like the atmosphere of the movie. I think to me it's really puts you into the movie.
All right, David, you're up. Criterion collection here.
He said,
All right, so I'm gonna start with the Blu-rays that I got, and of course I couldn't resist. I went and got 12 Angry Men,
Heck yeah.
and I watched that today, and it is amazing. Just a great movie.
So, David, quick
yeah.
recommendation. You never saw the remake from the 90s either then, right?
No.
So, high recommendation. Some people, I guess a lot of people actually, because something's a remake, they don't want to give it as much time of day. But it's almost the same script, and you switch out great actors for also great actors. Like Fonda's character is actually Jack Lemmon in that one. So it's still it's high recommendation. Like it's great, just like the original.
"Yeah, I need to
Yeah, I'll
see that
definitely
one."
check it out. I read the book, so I didn't actually see either of those movies, but yeah, I bought this one, and it's 57, right? Yeah, it's 1957. Really good. I mean, just those guys just sitting there in a room, jawing it out, and you're learning stories about them as it goes along. It's just an amazing film. It really is. And then, not to be outdone, I grabbed Scanners
Nice, that was great.
because I love this movie. Big Michael Ironside fan, and when I saw this, I'm like, I have to get it. A 2-pack that I got. So I got Police Story 1 and 2.
Yes.
Nice.
This is something that I've been after for a while, and I was able to grab it. And I've got Super Cop Police Story 3 coming. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. And Tim, my brother, I grabbed it. I've seen the trilogy, and this is an amazing series of movies. So when this came up in the pregame, and we were talking about it, I got to find this. I want to get this one, and sure enough, it was there. I drove 3.5 hours to get to Barnes and Noble.
Oh God.
And I grabbed it. I mean, yeah, I visited family for Thanksgiving or whatever, but
I was like,
I went to Barnes and
why
Noble.
didn't you order it?
Well, because I was in town for
You were in
visiting
town,
family
right,
for
yeah.
Thanksgiving. So Black Friday,
So they think.
I went to Barnes and Noble and I grabbed all these. And
Did you watch the alternative ending for the first?
no, I actually haven't seen this box yet. I've only seen I have the Dragon Dynasty DVD set. So
Is it worth me just jumping right into 2 and 3 right away then? Because like I loved the first.
yeah, I think it's worth jumping into 2 and 3. Absolutely. Okay, so 4Ks, and as it seems, just like everybody and their dog, I got Wally as well, and it's a good transfer. I really liked it. It was a fun watch. My granddaughter loved it. And then of course I got Malcolm X like everybody else, and I haven't seen this yet. I have the original DVD, I think, and it's a great movie, but yeah, I haven't seen this 4K transfer yet. And then last but not least, I got Raging Bull
Nice.
because I love this movie. De Niro is awesome,
Really to watch
and
it. It's
and I'm
great.
looking forward to seeing this on 4K in black and white.
It's good.
Nice.
Love the pickups. I
Nice.
especially love seeing this pop up again though. If anyone that loved The Departed though, you really gotta check this one out.
Can I? I'm gonna be weird. Can I see your scanners again? Since
Yeah,
you had
the
it.
scanners look really cool. I like the artwork
Yeah,
on that
I just
one.
want to see yours because I have a weird version of it. That can you open it and show it off? Take it. Get it out of there.
Get out of there.
Show us what you're working with. Because mine's just like a different version of it that nobody else has, or at least that I've ever seen.
So
it's thin, right?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Because I grabbed mine. I'm like, yours looks weird compared to mine. Because mine's like, yeah, it's similar, but mine's like, I think it's just one disc. Is that what yours is?
yeah, it's just one disc.
That's why. Okay. Because I have the original one, and apparently they reprinted it with. I have the 2-disc one.
Oh, yours looks thicker. Definitely.
I have a
Yeah,
3
it's definitely a thicker box. This is
What
is
the
good.
hell? Why do you have
this
extra
is like the
discs?
You have
original
3 discs.
Blu-ray, so
Why
it has
is
like-
yours thicker than mine in 4K lowdown over here?
This is the Blu-ray DVD combo, so it has a Blu-ray DVD.
Mike, wow, you're really gonna go there, huh? You get your mind out of the gutter. You too, Tim.
Come on,
Yeah.
I just
And then the book or whatever. Yeah, it's just like
The hell?
I saw that in the store and I was like, why does that one look weird? I was like, why is it? Yeah, the artwork on this is.
How did
amazing.
you get that?
Still never opened mine.
Yeah, how do you have a thicker one than all of us?
I bought it when it came closer to when it came out. I think they just
Oh.
reprinted it without a DVD for some reason.
Wow.
I just have the original one.
I like
so
the
realized
thicker
that.
one a lot better.
Yeah, it's cooler. Yeah, I just like
Yeah.
that.
You know, they do
Because
that.
it's on stores. I'm like, why
Bob
is that
likes
one
them thicker.
I do.
I like them thick.
And
I
Derek
like
and I
my
are
Criterion snake. With
Derek and I are
toothpaste.
related, so if he gets a thick one, I should have had a thick one. I'm going off of Fish's comments down there about genetics, Bob. Please read it.
That's not funny. I'm like, why would they I don't know. Save them 3 cents of printing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird.
So none of us have the nice one.
You can't watch it on DVD like I can. But yeah, it's just funny that it's 3 discs.
She'll probably get a 4K.
Yeah, right. It will for sure from someone.
Election is so fun. I like
Election's
it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Election's pretty
I
good.
would love to
Won't
see
have
more
it, but it
movies
is
in
good.
that vein hit Criterion.
It should just release all of Alexander Payne's movies. He would deserve it.
Yeah.
Sideways Criterion and a Nebraska Criterion and
uh-oh.
Nebraska.
Somebody said Steelbook and Movie Hunter 2020 showed up.
I
He's
just
got
saw,
that.
I
He's-
just
he's
saw
a good
Derek's
Steelbook.
wife. After talking about thickness, Derek's wife just popped in.
That's good.
That's great. That just made my day. I was like, did Courtney just pop in after she heard that? Her first comment.
My ears are burning.
I don't think Criterion has any steelbooks, do they? No.
They only have one slipcover apparently, and Tony and I are the only 2 people that have it.
All right. Election is hilarious. Nice.
Would you like
yes.
if Criterion started to dive into steelbooks, or would you be like, no, not now? Don't.
I
It
like
doesn't
Criterion style. I like how they're
I like
kind
the
of different from
consistency
everybody
of their
else's.
stuff.
Yeah.
They're too classy for steelbooks.
Yeah.
You can't fit a 60-page booklet in a steelbook.
Sure, you could.
No. That's-
It's like a double wide
Hey.
steelbook.
Yeah, they didn't do it with RoboCop. You get that tiny booklet that comes with it. When you get the box, you got this
Oh,
nice
yeah.
big book from Arrow, but then the steelbook just has a nice little
Oh,
small.
that's funny. I actually haven't. I have the Blu-ray box set, so that's why I got the 4K steelbook. That way, they're at least different.
Yeah.
All right, Kubrick Lover 1972. Welcome to the channel. I think it's my first time seeing you in here, so thank you for joining in. Make sure you
Yes, nice to
subscribe,
be-
of course, to the channel and everybody else's channels. Links are in the description, of course. Hello, I bought my Barnes & Noble Criterions online as well as my Arrows, which were also 50% off at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, so I'm not a Barnes and Noble member. Do y'all get the extra percentage off on these Criterion?
No, they don't stack.
They don't.
Yeah.
They used to.
No.
They used
I'm
to,
not either.
right?
They used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
even
yeah,
tried
yes.
it with my educator discount because I get like a big fat discount with my educator Barnes and Noble stuff, but it won't stack with Criterion.
Mm.
It's like the only thing that
Sad.
it won't.
Same with Arrow. Same with the Arrow sale.
I don't.
Probably.
I just think any discount in
I
general
think
is above
it
the
doesn't go with any other sale. Yeah.
standard discount you get. It wouldn't count.
You would think that since they charge so much the rest of the year, they could at least let you stack coupons.
Now, Tony, do you own like all of Scream Factory's releases too, or only the collector's editions?
Yeah, I got a mix, but I don't own all of them.
Yeah.
But I own a mix of all of those.
So,
A
Yeah.
good number.
Kubrick fan mentions at the bottom you used to get more with the Barnes and Noble membership. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a Barnes and Noble and I have a Books a Million near me. Books a Million membership is worth its weight in gold for what it is. They give you coupons that start the year, and the
Yep.
coupons are endlessly reusable. And there's like 25 or 30 off of 100 stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
Especially for Mega Mike when he buys the Funko Pops and stuff. Those coupons work out very well for the Funko
yeah,
Pop.
Books a Million is awesome.
They close all
have
of them
those.
down.
Yep, got the DVD Blu-ray combo scanner.
I'm not the only one.
I've never
Speaking
seen that
of
movie, so I'll have to
copy
check
blues.
it out.
Scanners is cool. Yeah.
Is it
Hard,
cool.
hard
Only-
copy blues.
Cronenberg movies for sure.
Hard
Is it
copy
only on
blues said.
Criterion or?
Hard copy blues here said Sex Lies and Videotapes was unique release packaging
Yeah.
wise.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Yeah, I think Scanners only has a Criterion at the moment that I know of.
Yes, I was cracking up. Yep. Laugh aloud. Extra credit. There was extra credit. Who got extra credit
I think talking about something about some thickness.
for the thick boxes?
thicker is better.
Whoever had the
Thicker
thicker one
ones.
got extra credit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Some say thicker is better. Derek's is thicker than a Snicker.
Than a Snicker.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay.
This is a family show.
I was going to say, we are now 18 and over.
If you want, I can show my titty statue.
Oh my god.
I thought Tim was gonna say, if you want, I can show my titties. I was like,
Put on your dress made of geometry.
Tony had crabs on his face, and then I had the pants optional sign. I don't know. It's all gone to hell in a
Tim's gonna show his
handbasket.
titties. So Tim shows titties. that's
Oh gosh.
You don't want it. No.
When is Criterion gonna get into the Steelbook game? I don't think they will.
I don't think they will.
Yeah.
no,
They got a good thing going. They don't need
not
it.
now. Not 1,300 titles in. Why would they start now?
Not
Imagine
4
they do
years
that.
in.
Now they're gonna release everything in 4K Steelbooks for
Right.
every title again.
They've been around for almost 40 years. They don't need to.
I used to get more off the Barnes & Noble membership coupons. Yep. Yo, Adrian. All right. Barnes & Noble membership, you get free shipping. Nice.
Or if you
Scan it
spend
for
over
the nice
$50.
Blu-ray Steelbook.
I'm
Oh,
still
did
speaking
Did
of
Barnes
free
and
shipping,
Noble
so
charge me for shipping then?
If you spend over $50, they don't.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's free
okay.
over a certain amount.
I was like, I thought it was free.
I'm still angry at the Best Buy getting rid of the rewards. Oh my god,
Ridiculous.
they've like I used free shipping all the time, and I bought most of my stuff from Best Buy, and they've lost like 80% of my business now.
Everything about Best
Wait,
Buy.
what happened with
gone
Best Buy?
downhill. Everything about
the rewards program. They used to give you more rewards, free shipping. Like all that stuff was based on how much you
the
spent.
reward zone program.
If you spent X amount in a year, you got an extra like 1.5%.
Yeah. Well, now they have that new thing,
or 3% or something.
Total Tech is like $100 for the year.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Even Best Buy, when I'm in the store, man, they don't have people on the floor anymore. Like half the stuff isn't on the shelf.
I think they're going to go out of business eventually. I really do.
I mean, they might. They
closed all of ours. They closed all of ours in my area. They closed 2 stores.
Yeah, they've been struggling for a while because when I worked at Best Buy, and this was like years and years ago, like 7 or so years ago, they were already struggling competing with Amazon. So I can only imagine now it's gotten even worse. So
there's a part of me that wouldn't even care if that happened, and then there's a part of me that's like, no, I obviously don't want that to happen. But as long as they kept doing steel books, like Tim and I have had this conversation 100 times, but I'm okay if Best Buy is done getting exclusive steel books because they suck anyways.
Yeah,
they don't take care of them. So I'm okay with other companies being you could get it anywhere. When you're a terrible retailer and you're getting the exclusive, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Kubrick Lover Criterion's website has a 30% off sale right now. Yep. Not as good as the 50%, but still better than nothing if you cannot wait. Huck says, after all this thick talk, I'm shocked the bots have not showed up yet. Yeah, what has happened to those bots? I haven't seen those bots.
They're not X-rated yet.
Live's videotape got a clear slipcover over a digibook. All right. Best Buy at the top.
Yep, that was another one of the perks. Seriously, that rewards. I spent, what was it? It was like $7,000 or $8,000 when they got rid of that. I was at the top tier, and then all that goes away. Well, why the hell am I spending that much money with you guys? Fuck you.
Yeah, because I think it was if you spent over $3,000 in a year, you got the highest perks. Yeah, all that.
Like good way to piss people off and make them not want to spend money at your store. Stupid.
Yeah. Anytime I can avoid going through Amazon, if I can avoid going through Amazon and Best Buy, I have begun doing so now. And like you said, Orbit DVD.
Yeah,
amazing.
And thinking about Best Buy in the good old days when you could bring in an old DVD or Blu-ray and get $5 toward a new one.
Nice.
Yeah, they used to have some really good promotions. It's probably why they're going out of business. Because they used to be really
I used to sell games
competitive and give you big.
At the end of the day, I know a couple of people are talking about it down there in the comment section, but supporting companies like Orbit, Grindhouse, Diabolic, or ordering directly from the label themselves is always better. I mean, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and you're probably going to get it in much better condition than Best Buy or Amazon's going to ship.
Yeah, doesn't have to ship twice.
Yeah. I've had 3 replacements sent to me. Tony, I know you've been there with Amazon, and you still get 3 copies later. You still get it damaged.
Yep. Eventually, you'll get a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I have the only good Amazon drivers in the country because everyone else complains about it.
I mean, I know it's easy to ask the question, why not just ship better? Ship in a box or something. Yeah. Why? I got this beautiful box set the other day, shipped in a paper bag, the brown paper bag they send. That's even worse than a bubble mailer. Yeah. And it was a box set, and it came with all 4 corners smashed.
Yep.
So, they put the Columbia Classics Volume 3 on sale. So I ordered it from Amazon. Guess what showed up in my driveway in the rain? The box, not inside of a box, just the actual Columbia Classics with a label on it.
They just put it on the plastic.
No, they're not even giving you bags anymore. What has this world come to?
Amazon delivered when it was snowing out here. I know there's a way, it's tough to avoid that when there's several inches of snow on the ground. They put one of my packages. I couldn't find it. I started shoveling and I found it. They put it in the snow.
Like a scavenger hunt, part of the fun of it.
It's awesome.
Can I say one more
delivery
thing?
Driver, I shouldn't say anything.
One more thing about Amazon. So right now, if you during the Christmas season, if you go to Alexa and say
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They get $5 every time. So I'm going to do that because I pretty much get Amazon every single day. So maybe my driver will like me a little bit better because you know how aggravating that must be having to come way up where I live up on the mountain to bring my packages. So
Me too.
hopefully
That's a
that
good idea.
$5 will help them feel better.
So what you said, you're kind of like up there, Tony, like what, a long driveway and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as a
I'm
delivery
six.
driver,
I'm
I hate your house.
What?
I said, as a delivery driver, I hate your house.
Yeah, you do. You would.
It's a dirt road up a mountain that's really crooked and on a cliff.
The amount of times I'll drive up someone's driveway that when you can't tell what's up there and you get up to the top and there's no turnaround and it's just oh, it's a nightmare, man. Oh,
Been there, Tim. I used to deliver pizzas all the time. Huck said, "What, a label directly on the box, Tony? That's insane." Wasn't it Movie Hunter? I know there was somebody posted on Instagram. They got a steelbook sent to them. With might have been Tony. A steelbook sent with a label sticker on it. No box, no nothing, no bubble mailer. It was just a steelbook sent with it. I think it was from eBay. Somebody put a label sticker on it and sent it to.
Well, I can understand that from eBay because who the hell knows where you're buying that from? But.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Don't get me started on eBay.
I got a record in today from eBay. I swear the person overpacked it. It was done so well. Oh my gosh.
I actually don't like it when people tape every side of the bubble wrap. I'm like, oh god, this is a pain in the ass.
So this person wrapped bubble wrap all around the record, then had 2 sheets of cardboard on each side, then inside a record mailer. It was packed very well. I was like, damn.
I guess at the end of the day, though, I'd rather have overpacked than not packed enough.
They must have won that egg experiment where you drop the egg and pack it and stuff and drop the egg and try to get it not to break.
Drop it off the roof in school.
I mean, it was a $200 record, though, so I would hope that they packed it well.
Yeah.
All right, just the record with a label stuck to it.
All right. We'll start talking about the thinnest one that I guess this is mine and Vin's thinnest one. Sex, Lies, and Videotapes. It is very thin. Is this like a plastic sleeve? It definitely is, right? Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, plastic sleeve over it.
But yeah, this was recommended by Fish. I am a massive Andy McDowell fan. I did watch just about anything with her, so looking forward to checking this one out. I haven't done it yet, but that will be. There's a reason why that one stayed out for a while. Malcolm X. I just heard it was 3.5 hours long. Never seen this one either. Like I said, there's only one in this entire collection that I've seen, but Malcolm X, like all of you have been saying, everybody seemed to grab it. My thin scanners. 1981. I've never seen this. But I hear about this is the one with the head explosion, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I like Cronenberg, so I'm looking forward to this. I like A History, Violence, and Eastern Promises. So
yeah, those two are good.
Yeah, I'm hoping to like Scanners. His first film, which was Shivers, I didn't care for that much, but this was recommended to me. Basically, everything came from recommendations. Love Jones. This was recommended by Dell on Movies, and I think Mika's a big fan of this one too.
Yeah, great score, great soundtrack.
Love Jones, gotcha.
Yeah,
I remember being a kid and loving Lorenz Tate. So, and then I was like, wow, he's got 2 movies on Criterion because Menace to Society as well. So that was pretty cool. And then, of course, we were talking about this earlier. Sound of Metal came as a blind buy as well. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. And there's a part of me that wants to watch a lot of these, but I'm like, with the Christmas month, I'm trying to watch. I already struggle to watch one a day, so I'm just trying to do that. Love and Basketball. I love this movie. This is the one I've seen. I remember watching this on VHS when it first came out in like 2000. Yeah, 2000 on the dot. So it's a good cast. That's a good one. Has anyone seen Love and Basketball?
I haven't. No.
None of you?
I was kind of surprised when it came out on Criterion. I'm like,
Mika, help me out because I know Mika likes Love and Basketball as well. So Mika can have my back on that one. All right. Thief came as a recommendation by Tim and also Garrett from Born to Be Rad. So looking forward to checking out Thief. That's one that Tim recommended. Another Tim recommendation, The Player.
Yes.
great.
So
Player's
Tim
great.
Robbins, you know, and it's funny because I didn't know who Tim Robbins was until I watched Fraternity Vacation, and also Bull Durham.
Yeah,
And
Bull Durham's on
Yeah, Bull
Criterion.
Durham.
Yeah, I love Bull Durham. I have that one. That's easily my favorite Criterion release. And then this is really thick case too. Shaft, 4K of this. I have not seen this one. I did see the like one from 2018 or 2019. So
Yeah, both of the Shaft films are on that too.
okay,
That's fine.
I have the Warner Archive collection ones of those.
Yeah.
But yeah. Devil in a Blue Dress, another Denzel
Great
film.
movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen this one either, so of course I haven't seen it. And a third one recommended by Tim. What am I talking about? Tim, look at you. 3 out of the 11 titles I grabbed were recommendations. I love Laura Dern.
Yes, man.
So
Yeah. If you have a daughter, lock her up.
I don't know what that means, but
Watch the movie.
I don't have a daughter,
Tony,
so we're
isn't
good,
Treat
Tony.
Williams so creepy in that movie?
Yeah, he is. He is. I think he's
Well-
supposed to be though.
Well, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
Tim, I like Treat Williams and Deep Rising, so yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Smooth Talk because I do like Laura Dern, but I also, like I said, I love Andy McDowell, so I'm really excited to watch that Sex, Lies, and Videotapes. That one sounds pretty good too. Tim, you seen that one?
With Sex, Lies, and Videotapes? No.
No. Tony, is it good?
I saw it last time I saw it was when it was in the theater. It's been
Gotcha.
Yeah,
many
me
years
too. It's been a long time. I've
Do
seen
you
it.
remember liking it?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Oh, so that's like Soderbergh movie, right? Like
Yeah.
one of his first movies. Yeah.
I'm hoping we're really not off base on Smooth Talk, though. I hope you like it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I do like that.
It was her first film.
Laura Dern.
Oh yeah, nice.
She actually got it. So James Taylor is the musical director, I guess. It has a great soundtrack.
Mhm.
And she got that role because her answering machine had James Taylor. Like, she was already in the running, but when they called her, James Taylor's music was on her answering machine, so like got her the role.
That's funny. And she's done nothing since. But yeah, the player is outstanding. I need to get the player still, but it's a great movie.
The player is so underrated, and no one talks about that movie.
I'm not a huge Robert Altman fan, but the player is awesome.
And next I want to say is Bob went off of all Tim's recommendations. Where's all your picks from my recommendations?
What did you recommend to me?
Watch the video.
Yeah.
I think the difference is I drill my recommendations
Yeah.
in over and over.
Hold on. See, this is what I do. So with my letterbox, and I'm still laughing at Brian's comment. Bob made up for thin scanners with his thick shaft. But so what I do with letterbox, I have friends like they'll recommend movies to me, and this is something I've like Tim has recommended 12 movies to me now, and I got a list, and then I work on finding them. So like I have like half of the titles already. And once they come in and I get them, I watch them, and then I'll rank them. And then my plan is to do a video on it eventually. And then I'll recommend Tim's list, or I'll be like, no, it was shit.
It's a horrible list.
It's just like a Tim's a big fat liar video and talk about all those terrible, terrible recommendations. Although I saw Simple Plan on your phone, and that movie's outstanding.
Yes.
I could tell on the
Excellent.
picture.
Oh yeah, Simple Plan. That's one he recommended.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
it's a Raimi
So
film that's never
good.
even came to Blu-ray yet. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Fish
doesn't know
the
any
Film
Blu-ray,
Collector says, Love and Basketball is great, so I'm rocking the DVD. Definitely need to upgrade. Thick Shaft.
Hashtag Big Shaft.
All right, let's see. Yep, Bob made up for that thin scanner with his thick shaft.
Look at the size of that. That's very thick.
It's massive. A lot
It's
in there.
massive.
It is a lot to take in for sure.
There's a lot of dirt.
There's
on that.
two movies in there. There's a lot to
You're
digest.
gonna have to relax real good for that one.
Especially with the special features. I'm telling you,
There's
it's
a
gonna
lot
take
to
you hours.
digest.
Minds are in the gutter now, okay?
How does Tim keep his straight face and only like giggle slightly at these? Are you trying? Because I'm cracking up, and Tony's not even laughing. It's like Tony's like Born to Be Red.
I think Tony's got a pause button on his video, so he can just pause his screen. He's just, and then he's laughing, and then he puts it back on.
No,
Yeah, that
I
was funny.
still think Tony's never had an impure thought in a day in his life.
He's just thinking about how he regrets being here. That's all.
He's like,
Why did I say yes?
Well, you are on Mega Mike, the Booty Man's channel, so.
Right.
All right, Culture Trini, what's
Hey,
up?
Trini.
Welcome,
man.
Culture Trini.
What's up,
Thanks
Culture?
for joining in. All right, Kubrick Lover, The Player is a very good film, but haven't seen it in a long time. I have not seen it either.
It's a good little like peek behind the window at like scummy Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
good.
opening
And Tim,
shot
once
is
again, if I
impressive.
watch one that I don't like, it happens all the time when people recommend movies. I don't get mad though, you know what I mean? Like, once again, I'm happy to have seen it. I never regret a blind buy, even when I don't like it, because I'm happy to have it in the collection and I'm happy I had seen the movie.
With my recommendation, it could go either way with you. Some of the stuff was so off base.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I think you like you were saying on Instagram, you start to get to know my tastes. You kind of have a feel for what I like and don't like. Same with you. I know you don't like Hellfest. I know you don't like New York Ripper.
I think you'd like that open 24 hours that Mr. Nichols was watching.
Yeah.
I think you dig that.
I gotta check that one out. I did look up single setting movies are always my thing.
I love single setting. Yeah.
That's why Buried is one of my favorites. And that's literally single take.
That's as single setting as you can get.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I will take it away with my Criterion pickups now. So let me get into these. So I got one collection this time, and that was the Before trilogy. Yes. Richard Linkhart trilogy. So I checked all these out. I watched all of them. I really like the first one and third one. The third one does get pretty spicy, so if you like that stuff, it starts to show a little bit more in the third one if you were kind of like waiting for that.
That's also very thick too, Mike.
Yeah, you got to get through the first two first, but then you get to see some stuff in the third one, just a little bit. The second one I didn't really care for, though. The second one like ends at a really weird point too, and I'm like, wait, the movie's over now? So I thought that was kind of weird, but
not enough booty, Mike.
No booty at all, actually. I mean, it shows the top part once you get to the third one, but I don't think no booty. No, definitely not. But yeah, I like these ones. Very heavy dialogue, but it works. Good romance films overall, and Ethan Hawke is just amazing. The actress is really good too. Not sure what the actress name is, but she does a really good job. So they have a good chemistry in here for all three movies. It's just cool seeing the different ages and how it plays, over the years. That's kind of interesting. All right. And then I finally got this one because it finally came back in stock. So I was finally able to get It's a Mad World. Yeah, great classic comedy, hilarious. Like for the time, it had like all the major comedians in there. You even get a cameo from like the Three Stooges in one part. So yeah, very fun movie. Very long though. And in the Criterion copy, there's even like an extended edition of it that's like super long. But yeah, it's a good movie if you like classic comedies.
So it could be called It's a Long Movie.
Or a thick. Yeah. We could go a lot of ways with that. Night of the Living Dead on 4K. My first time watching this movie. The 4K looked excellent.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's so good. Very, very sharp for it being, just black and white films. 4K just takes it to a whole new level. So yeah, I really like this one. Was this the first like zombie movie ever made?
Yeah.
Right, because they don't even use the term.
I mean, it's Romero's first, movie, and
it's the first zombie movie with those kind of zombies.
Yeah, he set the stage for zombies.
Yeah, because they don't even use the term zombie or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that definitely has to be an early one.
Did you know that went public domain just because they forgot to renew the license?
Forgot to put the little C on there.
Yep.
Even the Blu-ray of that looks outstanding, though. Like, I didn't need to get the 4K. The Blu-ray looks so good.
And then 4K of Blowout So the John
Oh, yeah.
Travolta movie. When this movie first started, though, I'm like, oh, is this like a slasher movie? Like I was getting like really hyped
Oh,
about it. I'm like, oh, this is super cool. I didn't think this was going to be a horror movie. Then you find out, oh no, it's more like mystery thriller. But still a good movie. Really liked it.
And it goes dark places. It's good.
Yeah,
That's a
Who
great
directed that again?
that was a good
De Palma.
question.
De Palma, Brian
Oh
De
yeah,
Palma,
Brian
yeah.
De Palma. Yeah.
Scarface and all that. I like De Palma as well,
Yeah.
so I feel like I'd
Yeah,
enjoy that.
that
one.
movie made me like Brian De Palma a lot more than I did
Yeah, the
before.
4K is really good into it, and just how they use like sound and different things like that. Excellent.
Well, there's also you know about Blow Up, right?
No, is that like a prequel, a sequel?
It's basically the original. If you go quickly to the, I'll show you the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me bring out.
I grabbed them both last year. I
Yeah.
still haven't watched Blow Up yet,
Essentially, so just like Blow Out is an audio person for movies, this is a photographer catching a murder, and it's the same similar setup. But yeah, definitely check out Blow Up if you like Blow Out.
All right, and then yeah, based on Tim bringing this one up, Arsenic and Old Lace. Cary Grant, can't go wrong there. Yeah, good for spooky October season. Black and white classic film. It kind of reminded me of like the Addams Family a little bit
Very
because it's
quirky.
just like a
Yeah.
very like quirky, spooky kind of family. Like I think it's the ants in it, right? They're hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny.
And just like the whole family, how it plays out is it's fun.
It's fun, yeah.
And then, of course, the other films that everybody else got. So, Wall-E. My first time watching Wall-E, though, so that was a fun experience. Excellent on 4K, of course. The special features were really cool, too. Just like going into the making of the film and all that. There's tons of special features. So, happy to get that one. And then Malcolm X, of course. I did watch this one. Yep, super long movie. So, you do have to kind of plan a whole day around it. I think it drags a little bit in the middle. I would have made it shorter film myself, but overall, I really like it. Yeah, and the ending's kind of sped up too, so pacing's a little off for me. But overall, really good movie.
Someone said the runtime it just flies by.
Not to me, no. I started kind
I
of doze off a little bit in the middle, but I really like the movie because I'm a historical fan. So, like Denzel Washington, he's basically playing like 4 different kinds of Malcolm X's, like just in his like different time periods. How Malcolm X gets older. So Denzel Washington just gives a really good performance there. Oh, and then the special features are good too. I would check out the interview with Spike Lee. And he talks about the movie. He does a great job with that.
Did every single one of us grab Malcolm X? I think so.
I think so.
I did not.
Oh, darn it.
Derek, did you say you didn't like Malcolm X, or you thought?
No, it's good. It is very, very long. Yeah. It's like
I got the digibook way back when, and I just haven't.
Yeah, that's why I almost didn't buy it until.
I got the digibook too, and I know Derek has the digibook as well. That digibook was actually going for a decent amount of money before the.
Not anymore.
Nope. Now you can't get rid of it for $10.
Yeah, it's a good movie. And the digibook's cool too because it has like a documentary on the second disc. I don't know if the Criterion one has that or not.
Dude, that if we could I love digibooks, man. I miss those so much. They're even Target with the Marvel ones, and then they stopped. I actually got a question. Maybe you guys know more about this than I do. When it comes to Target and doing exclusives, they did the digibooks first with Marvel. Then they got the exclusive slipcover came with 2 art cards or whatever, and then they stopped doing that, and then they just did exclusive slipcovers. Who runs that? Is it Disney? Is it Target? Who?
Target. There's a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
I mean, they went from the best. They went from the best to the worst.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And the price went from the best to the worst.
Ones, yeah.
And that's why I stopped doing. I double dipped all the time when they did a steelbook and a digibook, and now I don't do it anymore because I only like the digibooks. I didn't feel a reason to double dip on just a couple art cards.
Yeah, those are stupid. Yeah, like the Avengers Endgame and like Infinity War ones are fantastic, and then you get the
and the Spider-Man was it Homecoming or whatever? That's a really nice one too.
Comes and then they had really good DC releases too with the Superman, Man of Steel. All of those were really nice.
They were all the same, thickness, the same exact style, lenticular slipcovers.
Yep.
Yeah, they were gorgeous.
All right, let's see. Hard Copy Blue says random, but Tony, do you have the Street Fighter steelbook from Mill Creek? On the
Yeah,
fence,
it's
I'm
nice.
buying, but it's gorgeous.
Of course he does. Come on.
It is a gorgeous steelbook. If it was a 4K, I would have bought it.
Oh, come on.
Get it, Vince.
I found the regular Blu-ray of it at
Comes with
Goodwill
the
for like $1, so I
slipcover
was
and
like, I guess
everything.
I'll just get this instead of the steelbook for $25.
Tim, you got the Street Fighter steelbook, right?
Oh, I'm a steelbook horror. Of course I do.
Yeah.
It's a great steelbook. You get a bison buck in there.
Yep, and Bison with the horse on the back even.
Yep.
Nice. Kubrick Lover says Blow Up is really good Criterion, not a Criterion, but with audio surveillance is a really good movie from the 70s. Coppola's The Conversation.
Came out the same year as Godfather 2.
All right. Malcolm X runtime worked because of how it's broken up for me. Pre-prison, prison, post-prison. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a very well-made film, absolutely.
So I think Mike must have fell asleep during the prison part.
No, I thought the prison part was pretty fascinating. I don't know what part I think it was getting. I think it was after. I think it was the after part.
Now, when you're watching a 3.5 hour movie, do you just sit through the whole thing and you don't pause? Like you don't really, unless you got to use the watch.
Yeah. I'll pause the run to the restroom, but like,
but you don't break it up, come back the next day or anything.
No,
right? I always hated that about film class. That was the worst part, having to, especially like there was a couple of good ones, and we'll talk about Criterion here. Like we watched The Graduate, and it sucked having to wait till the next day to come back to school to finish the movie. Even like Some Like It Hot, because even at that age of 14, I got really into movie. Yeah, I got to, and I know you watched that today. Like you get into these movies at 14, 15. I was, freshman, sophomore or something, and you got to wait until the next day. And some of these movies, they split into 3 days because they were over 2 hours long.
I did split Irishman into 2 days. I did Irishman
it
was a miniseries.
Yeah, me too. I cannot.
I think I watched all in one day. I had to, I had actually had a film history class when I was in college. The class is 4 hours long, so you think you'd be able to watch a whole movie, regardless of what the movie may be. But the teacher had such long lectures about the movie that he could literally talk for like 3 hours of the class, and then we'd watch half the movie. It's just like, just play the damn movie. Like we could talk. I
love film class. Easily my favorite class.
Yeah.
Irishman I haven't picked up because it's a Netflix movie and it's on 4K on there, and the Blu-ray is from Criterion. I'm like, do I really want to watch the Blu-ray or the 4K?
Yeah,
how's the Blu-ray on Criterion look?
Oh,
same
as
the. Did you watch the 4K on Netflix too, or no?
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix first. Yeah, the Criterion transfers are amazing. Like it's still
Well, like I said, their Night of the Living Dead Blu-ray looks perfect. Like I was surprised they even bothered to release it on 4K because
I heard that a lot about that with the War of the Worlds. Everybody's like, why are they even doing that, Paramount? Because the Criterion looks incredible.
You should get an extra movie with that one, right?
Yeah,
you do.
Yep, Target was killing with DC steelbooks and now nothing. Yeah, I feel like Target's getting rid of all their physical media at this point.
Yeah, there is the shelf we have in Visalia, Mike. Is like
it's pitiful. It's so bad. It's
awful.
Now.
I don't even walk over there anymore. It just hurts.
Yeah, like I used to go to Target a lot more, but now I'm just like I don't want to go to Target no more. There's no place for me now.
Now, Tony, question: Did the Christmas slip covers that they put out this year, they put those out last year? Weren't they a different color last year?
Mm-mm.
I think they're the same ones.
Same ones.
Gotcha.
That's why I bought them actually this year, because I got pretty much the rest of them last year.
Yeah,
I was gonna say at Target, did you notice the book selection has massively increased?
Yeah. And then
it's
crazy how much
toys
in there now too in ours.
Oh, I didn't see toys in mine.
Like Christmas gift toys type things.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy though how much like physical books have taken off again. Like just think, not even 10 years ago, it was like physical books are dying. It's all about the Kindle and everything. And now physical books, there's indie bookstores opening up all the time. The big box stores are increasing their shelf space. So
I'll
I
tell you
think
what, Best Buy and Target could close down, reopen Suncoast Video. I'll be happy.
that'd be awesome.
In the Warner Brothers store, just for me.
Yes,
Well, I-
yes. Warner Brothers.
I actually I put a story up like 2 days ago, and I mentioned Suncoast, but also, do you guys remember The Wall? Did anyone have The Wall?
I don't think we had those. We had Sam Goody and Suncoast.
We had Sam
Oh.
Goody, we had FYE, Suncoast.
Well,
remember
FYE is
that.
essentially what cannibalized both Suncoast
Yeah.
and The Wall. But The Wall was like this amazing music store, and they had this lifetime guarantee sticker that no matter what happened to your CD, they would replace it. Loved that store.
You must have been pretty rough on those CDs.
right.
You could game it though. Like you can
No.
buy used
CDs are the
which
easiest
pieces-
thing to damage.
He just buys them and smashes them with a hammer just to return them for fun.
They were ridiculous. Even opening those things up, they would fall apart. CDs.
Yeah, the corners would always like break before you open it. It was
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
Tony, did you ever collect CDs? Do you have a big collection too of those?
Yeah, I still have a bunch of cassette tapes.
Nice.
Wow,
You do know what cassette tapes are, right?
I do know what cassette tapes
It's like a
are.
VHS, but it's
I know
smaller.
that David does.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
Tony
hold on.
and I are the old guys.
Tony, Tony, you
Probably
realize
the worst. It's probably the worst format ever because those things deteriorate.
Tony, you realize I'm not the
I mean,
youngest
that's part of
one in this
analog,
room,
though.
right?
I'm just-
That would be
Analog.
this guy in the top corner over here. He's
Hey, I've seen them in the
Yeah.
movies.
In the
I
movie.
had
He movie
cassette.
feature shows about cassette tapes. He
I
knows
grew
what
up
they are.
like I grew up with cassettes. I grew up with VHS. You know,
You know, cassettes are making a comeback though too, right? Like more stuff is
Yeah.
getting produced on cassette.
vinyls. Made
That's
a
just because
comeback.
people think
Well,
it's cool.
vinyl has already overtaken
Yeah,
CD
vinyl's huge.
sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. And like vinyls were dead at one point. They definitely were
Big
not
time.
selling.
I mean, it was on life support. It never died, but it was on life
Yeah.
support.
Yeah, nobody was buying them. I feel like, and then where did they just started? I had family and friends buying them, and I was like, aren't these things? I thought they were dead.
It's because people are liking to. They're realizing like, hey, I want to physically hold something. Like the music industry was trying to push you fully away from owning anything, and people kind of revolted.
Yeah, Fish said I grew up
It'll
with
happen
eight,
soon enough with movies.
tracks.
8 tracks.
Oh yeah, he tracks it.
I mean, how? Because I didn't know about. I feel like I get shit for not knowing about Laserdiscs, but they were just. I grew up with VHS. I just never remembered hearing about Laserdiscs.
They
at all.
were I'm not gonna say rich person, but they
Yeah.
were
They were
high
upper
end.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
It
that's
was a
why my
big
dad-
deal to go to someone's house that had a laser disc player.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Jake
That's-
had a CED player, and I was like, "What the hell is that thing?"
Yeah, we just collect VHS. My dad got me into it. Like I started collecting when I was 7, 8, 9 years old. My dad was buying me VHSs.
I think I saw an old ad for like what was it? Sometime in the early 90s, late 80s, but Laserdisc players like $6.99.
Oh yeah,
Convert that into price now. That's insane. You're paying well over $1,000 for them. So that was
But even CD players were like
Mama
7, 8.
Blu-ray.
And it was Mama watching.
Look at this Studley crew.
Now
Thank you,
keep
Mama
the-
Blu-ray.
Oh, you.
Keep the size of the Criterions out of this now. We
That's
got
right.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
we're
yeah.
talking about
Mama Blu-ray
taste
in here.
thickness.
All right. So, well, getting it back to Criterion here. Anybody wants to talk about like some announcements they're excited
Well, Huck
for?
just said he was a Laserdisc guy. I guess he was one of those rich people that Tim
He
described.
was.
He lives
I-
in California. He's a rich boy.
As for the upcoming ones, I'm mainly just looking forward to Imitation of Life, which I think is a January title, but it's a Claudette Colbert movie.
Oh,
Criterion is they pick actors and they keep
They
releasing
do.
stuff from them, and they've been kind of working on Claudette Colbert, which is cool because
Yeah.
she's a late 20s into 30s actress for the most part, and like half of her filmography doesn't exist anymore. Like the films are just gone, lost to time. So it's cool that what is still there is getting releases.
Nice.
Is anybody getting the 4K of Dazed and Confused, or is everybody just good with?
I was gonna say that's probably one that, but because I like the movie, I just don't know what else is coming out or if there's anything out of everybody in here. I'm probably the least biggest fan of Criterion. I buy their titles, but I don't like they're like I said, I just wait until July and November for them anyways. I'm not a day
Yeah.
one Criterion.
I'll get days confused because I
Yeah.
don't have the Blu-ray, but I'll still wait for the sale. I'm not, it's going to be on sale at some
I
point.
like a lot of their stuff. Like for me, they're not my favorite label, but I think they do great work. Majority of their titles, I know Tim, like Criterion's your thing, you know what I mean? Warner Archive Collection would probably be a big one, but you're really into the 50s and stuff. And I've dabbled with them, trust me, but not the way you have, if that makes sense. Like, and mostly because of film class, I was introduced to it. And I like a lot of films from the 50s, just a lot of Criterion stuff just doesn't interest me. Like, I'm a completionist and I love collecting labels, but like I would never go down that route.
God.
With
So
Criterion.
Bob, no Romeo and Juliet for you?
It's almost impossible.
I haven't seen that. What's up?
I'm going to just because we watched that one in high school. It's got sentimental value to me.
Oh, nice.
I wanted
Well,
to
that hasn't
see
been. I think that one had a laser disc and it hasn't been released since then, right, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Pretty
So
good.
is that the like Romeo and Juliet 1-2 because they've done that movie like a whole bunch of times, right?
This is the one to see.
Brian said Dazed and Confused is a must on 4K. I don't care if it's the same packaging. Does Criterion do the same packaging for all of their upgrades as well? I feel
It
Well,
depends.
Night of the Living Dead went from a digipack to a plastic case.
so
I
it
was
went
pretty
cheaper. So it went
disappointed in-
cheaper. If
Yeah, I
anything.
was pretty disappointed with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I have
like,
the
"Ah,
Digipack Blu-ray.
So
It's
they're
on my
not.
own, right?
They're not. If anything, that was cheaper. So they're not upgrading. That's. I mean, to me, somebody telling me that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. That they
Yeah.
went and upgraded the 4K but did shittier packaging.
I'd replace all the digipacks with plastic cases. I prefer the plastic cases over the
I do
digipacks.
too. I do too.
Wow.
They
And I
nice
don't
to
care.
look
I like
at.
the Digipacks because
It's nice to look at when it's nice and new and not open. As soon as you rip that wrapper off of it, you get that cardboard hanging out. It doesn't sit even on the shelf. It's aggravating.
Their plastic cases just look all nice and uniform, and
Yeah.
you could do the same stuff with the digipacks, put the same type of information in a plastic case.
Let's
I
say
don't
you
know.
did collect all Criterion titles anyways, though. Because they do box sets in different packaging, it would never look right on the shelf in numbered order anyways.
Oh, I would never go numbered order.
Mine's
Yeah,
I
that's
do
why.
the
That's one thing I
digipacks
like
and
about
box
like
sets.
MVD and Vestron, for example. When they sit on the shelf in numbered order, they all look great. They're all black spines. They look great together. Even MVD, the one Action USA sits below all the others with the number bothers me. But at least they're all the same slips. They're not like big or anything. Even Shout Select, they did a box set for one of their releases, but I think you could turn it over and you get the numbers on the spine, right, Tony? I
yeah.
believe. Yeah.
So I'm gonna real quick.
Yeah.
See, I have it with the digipacks and then going into the plastic. I couldn't.
Same
I couldn't
here.
do it any other way.
Yeah.
On
When
the
you
shelf.
say digipacks, do you mean like the Malcolm X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather a plastic case for that. I don't.
And even scanners and sex lies and videotapes.
Yeah.
Because how do you feel about a digibook then, like Princess Diaries or not Princess Diaries, Princess
Bride.
My
I
bad.
would
That's
still
the best
rather
one.
have than a plastic case.
What's up?
Uh,
You don't like the
It's
digibook?
not that I don't like them. I just their plastic
Book
case
is
ones are really
amazing.
nice releases. I would rather just the uniformity of all that.
Yeah.
so good.
So you don't like that they switch up their stuff every single. It's never cohesive. It's never consistent.
It's not
You would-
really a deal breaker, but I just
You would prefer though
I
consistency
prefer,
every
I
release.
prefer the consistency of the plastic.
Aesthetically, you prefer it that way.
Yeah.
Just like what
Well-
Brian Goes Blue says, he separates his on the shelf just like I do too. You know, you put all the casings together and then all the digipacks together.
He's right. I mean, they are small numbers for one.
Right.
But not only that, I'm not gonna do numbered spines when there's 1,300 of them. When there's Shout Select was the biggest one I've done so far, and there's like 140 they're up
I
to.
quit doing that.
The Shout Select titles?
I never could find what I was looking for. Everything's in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So not only that, that's why I actually don't collect imprint because of their numbered spines, and I can't go down that route. Some of their titles are like
Start that
$200
one.
now.
The only thing I put in numbered order is the Paramount Presents. The number is huge on the spine, and they look really nice in a row.
The
And
one thing I don't like about Paramount slip covers they're slanted, they're crooked, they're like
Yeah.
they're. What is with it? They can't. Is it the poster on the inside?
I think it's that opening
The
flap.
gatefold. The gatefold causes it to do that.
It's just a nightmare, though.
I would
yeah.
not give that gate that makes them unique that no
Yeah.
one else does. I like that a
Oh,
lot.
for sure. And then the inside artwork you get with it too. Yeah, and you got all of them to date, right, Tim?
I'm missing a couple. I was up to date.
But that's another thing about Paramount Presents that I really like. 3 years later, they still come with that slipcover. Like they don't stop those. I don't think they do.
I don't think they could. That's kind of
their
part
thing.
of part of their image. I don't think you really can.
Exactly. So it's kind of nice knowing that you'll get those. You could wait for a sale. Once they put them out for $13, it was gone after a couple hours. That sale, that was really stupid. But it made me realize now after they did that, I'm like, I'm not going to buy them for more expensive than 13. If they go on sale for that, they could do it again for that price. And
that was rare though. They don't go on sale very much.
Even once a year though. I'll just wait until the next one they do. Maybe next year.
Still, that was only like 6 titles.
No, it was like their whole catalog.
It wasn't their whole catalog because I looked at ones I was missing. They were not 13.
It was like 90. So I only have like 6 or 7, but it was like 90% of them. I had 20 in my cart and that were $13.99 or $12.99.
You know, those gatefolds need to have a little bitty Velcro dot on the inside, standard, so that they'll stick close.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Yeah. I just don't want to pay $22.99 for their titles anymore when they're all coming to 4K. That's my issue. That's why the 7 I had. Put them on sale for $12.99. Why can't they do $12.99 when it's already on 4K anyways? That's ridiculous. You're selling the Paramount Presents title more expensive than
those are the best.
Those are the best.
Those are really nice.
Yeah, the magnet. I like the magnet. It just
hidden magnetic class.
You know, the first time I unboxed it,
I ordered Roadhouse. Roadhouse will be the same way.
Yeah. Roadhouse has the same way.
I had no idea how to open that.
I don't mind if the 4K comes out. Like the Fatal Attraction, that didn't really bother me. I don't care to have the 4K for that anyways. But like, I don't know if you guys remember in the beginning of it, Days of Thunder got the 4K and the Paramount Presents on the same exact day.
Yeah. That's what they should always do.
Didn't what was the other one that did that?
Which one are you talking about? They did
Days of Thunder.
Oh yes.
Almost Famous too, right?
But if they're gonna do all of these, okay, so take Fatal Attraction for example, our 48 hours and another 48 hours. After it's been out for a year and a half, and they put it out on 4K, why not lower the price of the Paramount Presents one? Like, why still stick with that $22.99 price tag? It's out on 4K. It's been out for years. That title, lower it now. You already put it out on 4K. It's
cheaper on 4K.
I think it's like Criterion though, where you're selling the brand cost this amount. Like
but the 4K, like Derek said, is cheaper than the damn Blu-ray.
And it's Paramount. They're not Criterion.
Selling to different markets essentially. Though. Like I bought the Paramount Presents and the 4K of Days of Thunder because I'm a Days of Thunder fan. I wanted 4K, but I love the Paramount Presents line, so I bought that too. So
if they put, I will tell you what will piss me off. If they put their new titles out that have gotten Blu-rays, if they put those out in 4K eventually, because now that they've dipped into the 4K market, if they start doing their like number 34, number 35 that got Blu-ray releases, and they put those on 4K, like what's the one with Burt Reynolds?
Oh yeah.
If they put that in 4K in the next year or two, I'm going to lose my mind on them because that could have easily just put it on 4K to begin with.
Well, they're all 4K transfers. That's why it's like, why aren't you just doing that in the first place?
So cheap. They know what they're doing because they're going to re-release it, and it's not going to cost them anything because they've already done the work. I love Paramount putting movies out, but like, stop being so greedy and cheap and taking advantage of collectors.
Stop being so Paramount.
Well, getting back to Criterion now. I know we had our Paramount Presents tangent. That is okay, though. Any other titles for Criterion coming up? Anybody excited for? The Three Colors trilogy was kind of catching my attention. Has anybody seen those movies? The Three Colors?
I haven't, but I've heard they're good, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them. Like, they represent, like, a different, like, color, like, heavily throughout the movie, like, whether it's, like, red or blue or whatever.
Red, white, and blue, yeah.
Right?
Or what they are.
That kind of interests
Tony,
me.
I hope you're answering that question.
Which one?
What's the question?
I'm excited for the
Do
Aaron
you bag your
Manchausen
do you
4K,
bag
but
your
I'm
mouth
definitely not going to
again?
get it until
Oh,
Friday.
You do, Tony?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I figured you did. It's a slipcover. And then with the Arrow, like the box sets, you said you just you just cut, right? Yep, that's what everybody seems to do. How about you, Tim? Do you do that with your box sets? Do you like cut it so you could just take the movie out, or do you just open it up? You don't care.
I'll just open it.
Yeah.
Tim and I belong to the streets.
That's how I am. I bag my steel books, and that's all I bag. Slip covers, I don't feel the need to bag.
All right. Any other Criterion titles anybody's looking forward to or no?
Baron Munchausen. I don't know if y'all heard me say that the first time.
Baron
4K,
Munchausen.
I get that.
I'm looking for that one. Yeah,
What was that? Is that a
He's
comedy
in their
or?
Terry Gilliam movies.
it's a fantasy. I think it like Monty Python ish.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
it's
it.
Terry Gilliam,
The Adventures
so
of
that's
the
good.
Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Yeah, and that hasn't been on Criterion yet, so that's cool. It's not like
Yeah.
one they're re-releasing from forever ago, I don't think. So it's a Blu-ray 4K for the first time.
Yeah.
Hollywood Shuffle, I kind of want to get, but anything that just comes out on Blu-ray and now 4K, I'm just hesitant now.
I may or may not pick up more stuff when the sale comes, but I'm ordering the Imitation of Life for when it actually comes out. I'll pay the $27 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Imitation of Life. What's that one about?
I've never seen it before. It's Claudette Colbert. I want to watch it. So
Oh, that one, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think the only one they announced that I'm like going to get it for sure at some point is Baron Munchausen. But if they do a Hollywood Shuffle, they might do Meteor Man, so we can all be hopeful, right? Get the other Robert Townsend movie.
Don't hold your breath.
Hey, it's better than half the other.
Somebody recommended a Criterion that I watched the last sale that I did not like.
Was it Brazil?
It was.
Brazil.
I don't know what it was about it. I just did not care for it.
Yeah, Brazil's a very loved or hated movie.
Derek recommended it.
I'm not naming any names.
Oh, I know.
You got to be careful with Derek's recommendations.
he likes my recommendations, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Derek, yeah.
Culture Trini is saying a Cooley
Cooley
High.
High.
Is anybody excited for that one?
I will pick that up during a sale. I'll pick it up.
Yeah,
in
that's the
July.
Spike Lee one, right?
So 4K lowdown, you're the same way. You just kind of wait until July and November.
Yeah.
I don't I know Gus has talked about it. He's like, dude, why don't you do the flash sales? And he's like, you get points back. You know, it's worth it. I'm like, I just enjoy the Barnes and Noble. You know,
I want the hunt.
It gives me something to look forward to in July and November. I enjoy the hunt of it. I enjoy looking on their like website, thinking about what to get. That's why I do it. And I could wait, you know. I don't need and I don't need the points. I don't
really care about that. I get like one or two things when they do the flash sales, just to like, oh, here's a couple things I didn't get during the last sale that I want. Like last year, I got Citizen Kane and the piano. I think,
you said though, I think it's the thrill of the hunt, going in there and seeing what's in there, and maybe finding something you didn't even have on your list.
Right?
Yeah.
You won't know that Malcolm X is in a nice big.
You don't get to do that anymore. There's no
Not
hunting.
really.
Anymore, and that was the cool thing about going to Blockbuster or whatever and seeing what they had on sale, or you'd go into the big shops and there was just rows and rows and rows of movies, and you could just sift through them kind of like you did at old comic book stores and stuff. But you don't have that anymore, except Barnes and Noble. And speaking of Barnes and Noble, my announcement, and Mike, you might be interested in this, is Barnes and Noble is opening 16 new stores in 2023, and one of them is in Visalia.
Yay! Yes, I don't have to go to Fresno anymore.
Exactly. They're finalizing a contract for 16,000 square foot space in the Sequoia Mall. So
you don't have to
try to bring that mall back
anywhere
up.
near you either, Mike.
Oh, we're in the same area.
We're in the similar area. I'm actually 45 minutes east of him. So it's a
wow. You're like the two people I've talked to, the only two people in California that actually live remotely close to each other, because California is so large. Usually it's like, we're 6 hours away.
Yeah, Mike was like, you probably don't know where I live. I live in Visalia. And I'm like, dude, I'm in Three Rivers. I'm like right up the mountain.
Yeah, I'm like, when I say Visalia, like nobody knows where that is. I'm like, it's in the middle part.
That's part of California. Like the thrill of the hunt. That's
it's in the crotch of California. That's where Visalia is.
When you say the thrill of the hunt, though, that's why I enjoy stores like even Disc Replay, Half Price Books, Second and Charles. I'm not a big Second and Charles fan. At least ours don't have very good titles, like many at all. It's mostly DVDs, but even FYE and stuff, it's fun even looking through because you don't know what you're going to come across. Some are really expensive.
Yeah, you never know what someone's going to trade in. So that's you can have a terrible experience one time and go the next time and you'll find really awesome stuff.
Yeah. Obviously, vintage stock, the Express, the Exchange, all those stores. They just a lot of stuff.
I don't have any of that stuff.
We don't have anything like that.
Well, we have the Express and Reckless Records in the Exchange. We do not have vintage stock though. Like I think that's Fish has vintage stock out by him in Oklahoma, and I think they have them in Missouri as well. Vintage stock's nice. Like they get all the new releases too. I wouldn't even go to Best Buy if I had vintage stock. You wouldn't even need to.
Yeah.
I only have Half Price Books, but at least I'm close to like 3 of them, so that's nice.
Yeah. And I found an FYE in Hanford.
Yes, there is one in Hanford.
There's one in Hanford.
Have you guys ever met up and hung out, go on Criterion shopping in July or anything? No.
We got to do that. We got to like hit all the stores, do just like a massive hunt.
Yeah, I would meet up with someone that was close to me if anyone was fucking close
Tony,
to me.
Or Tim, you don't have anybody really close to you, do you?
No.
Yeah.
I'm alone.
Don't worry, Tim. I'm gonna come out and visit you.
Bob's the closest to me, and he's like 6 or 7 hours away, probably.
It's like 5, yeah. But I go to Minnesota like every couple of years, so I'll come out there.
So Derek, where are you at?
Minnesota.
Oh.
Minnesota. Tony, how about you? You're next to James, though, right?
Yeah, me and James, we live about 30 minutes from each other.
Oh, nice.
That's really good. And you haven't met yet?
Not yet.
What the heck are you guys doing? If I lived close to Tim, I'd be hanging out with him on the weekly. Come on.
You know how much I
We're
work?
touching all the statues and everything.
I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't get home till like 5. And then there's 5 miles every day. There's a movie every day. There's a YouTube channel to keep up with, and Instagram. Man, my life is busy.
Take James on a run with you.
And bagging.
Get a treadmill.
Somebody's got to bag the Blu-ray.
That takes an hour a day. Yep. Uh-oh. Somebody's breaking in, David.
I'm like, what the heck?
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we'll do kind of our.
It's probably a bear
here.
I get bears walking through my yard all the time.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, I'll give everybody a chance to kind of promote their channel and saying, hey, what's going on? What's coming up on their channel? So
Tim's favorite part.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. My favorite part.
Let's go right to Tim.
I guess the only thing is just that Christmas stream coming up. Getting your lists by the 14th. The stream is on the 17th. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have other videos planned, but I'm also working a ass load of hours right now for work. So I'm going to try to get in what I can, but delivery person, Christmas time, it's busy. Very, very busy. So yeah, otherwise, this was a fun time. Yay movies. Yay Criterion.
All right. Let's go to Tony.
Yep. So you can find me on Basement Blues. I do a video every single day. I like Criterion movies. I watched 30 last month, so I watch a movie every single day. I log all my movies on Letterboxd. So if you want to see what I'm watching, you can follow me on Letterboxd. And I really do appreciate Mike having me on this tonight. It was a lot of fun. Tony,
I think I'm following you on Letterboxd.
I'm tired.
What is your Letterboxd handle? I think I'm friends with you on there.
It's Toy Collector, because I'm not going to pay to have the name changed.
Are you serious? You got to pay on Letterboxd to have your name changed?
You have to be a premium member. I'm just a freebie because I'm cheap.
If you can't tell,
certain things.
I got my priorities behind me.
Yeah. Come on, Bob.
Oh, geez, I'm looking for him on Letterboxd.
You know
what? Send me a link to your Letterboxd later, Tony. Bob's Blu-rays here. I have Holland Oates just told me it's Toy Collector. Got it. All right, I'll get you on Letterboxd. If you didn't put me on the damn screen, okay. I'm like, so yeah, I've got a stream coming up. I'm finally diving back into live streams this Monday night, So just a couple days from now, it's going to be a big one. 10 people on there. So it'll be fun. We're going to be talking our top 5 Christmas movies, and we're going to verbally attack Tim. I think that's the plan. At least Ken said that was. So it should be fun times.
So the usual.
The usual, yes. I think it's going to be about Die Hard, Tim.
Oh, there's going to be so much Die Hard talk in that stream.
Yes, there is. There's a special surprise too in the beginning in the intro.
He's just going to be playing his violin like this the whole time when people are bitching about it.
All right, David.
All right, guys. First of all, I want to thank Mike for having us on. It's been great. I've had a lot of fun. Tony, Derek, thanks you guys for coming in on short notice. Bob and Tim, great job. Love your guys' purchases. So I want to thank everybody for being on. Thank everybody in the chat. Those of you who don't know me, I am the 4K Lowdown. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Letterboxd, and Instagram at the 4K Lowdown. Everything. I do live streams on Monday with Turner Fan 77, where we do our top 10 movies. Coming up this week is our top 10 movies beginning with the letter L. So hopefully you guys can check that out.
Tony, what's going on? You didn't like Shaft?
Case wasn't thick enough for him.
It needs a rewatch.
He's more of a Shaft Goes to Africa fan. The third one, I think. Mike, thanks for inviting me to this. I'm glad I was able to do it last second, like very last second. I haven't been on a Criterion-based live stream before, so that was nice. And I love all these guys. Follow all of them. I'm sure you already do. It was my honor being the disappointing surprise guest. The only thing I really have planned in the near future, because holiday season and no one wants to do anything, is I'm going to do another tournament style live stream like I did last night and last week. So check those out on my channel, Convicted Cinephile, where we did a tournament of the SAG Ensemble winners to see which is the best SAG Ensemble winner of all time. And then last night we did the Best Picture Academy Award winners, all 94 of them, battling together, and got a surprise winner, I would say, on both shows. I'm going to probably do all the Best Picture nominees of the 90s next. That seems to be the one that everyone's voting for on my Instagram poll, and people have responded to me directly for that one. So I'll probably wait till the new year because everyone's busy. But that'll be the next big thing. But it's award season, and I know the Golden Globe nominations are coming up next week, so I'm sure I'll do live streams of me being angry about what gets nominated for that. So that's what I have coming up.
Tim, I'm formally requesting that you – I know you mentioned doing this once, and then you gave me the idea to do it, but I request that you do a playlist on your YouTube of all the guests' appearances you've made.
Oh, yeah.
It would be like Derek texted me back when I told him that, and he's like, Tim would break YouTube.
I do need to put that together, but Tony's would be huge too. Do you do that, Tony?
I don't.
But Tony, I wonder, Tony and Tim got to have the record for, like, at least in the movie community, for most guest appearances. Tony, you might have more than Tim.
Oh, he would.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
It'd be damn close, but probably, yeah.
It would be like 500 or 600, maybe more.
Of course, I've had my YouTube channel for 10 years, over 10 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got
and you and Tim are like the two people whenever anybody in the chat, even like if you're looking for somebody and you can't find somebody to stream, just reach out to Tim and Tony because they're always like
I'm always available.
They're always willing to help, I should say. Like that's just really.
We got nothing going on. They'll do whatever.
They just enjoy.
We have no life.
After like 7 p.m. for Tony.
Right.
All right, and then wanted to thank, of course, my amazing panel of Blue Tubers here today. Thank you so much. You guys were awesome. Great Criterion pickup. So I know a lot of people have some awesome recommendations now. that they can definitely save for the next sale month and get those amazing titles. Thank you, Tony and Derek, for filling in last minute. That was awesome as well. So we got to have a great full panel tonight. So that's always wonderful. And then thank you again to the audience, of course, because without the audience, we could not do these streams. I mean, without you guys leaving the amazing comments and questions and just the fun conversations and all that. Yeah, these streams would not be as exciting without you, amazing audience. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all of that. For my channel coming up, a lot of holiday content, of course. So a lot of ranking videos, a new challenge video will be coming out soon, unboxings, reviews, all that great stuff as well. Expect some more live streams too coming up in another week or so. So yeah, definitely just keep tuned to my channel, everybody's channel on here. Everybody has amazing content. So make sure you subscribe to them. Links are in the description below. Make sure you turn on those notification bells and watch videos through whenever you can. I know we all appreciate that. All the likes, all the comments really helps out everybody's channel. So we definitely appreciate all that. So thank you so much once again for joining us on this amazing Criterion post-game sale show. Can't wait for the next sale in July so we can do another pre-game sale show.
Aren't you close to 1,000 subscribers?
I'm getting there. I'm close. I'm getting close to 900. So almost at 900. I'm like 880. So
there was somebody I was looking at recently. They were at like 9 something, and I was like, "Ooh, like 955." I thought it was you, Mike. It was somebody else, I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting close to 900. So anybody that joined in here the first time today, I know I saw some new comments in there. So definitely hit that subscribe button, and then we can do a big celebration live stream, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you so much again, everybody. And once again, remember to make every day a movie day. Have a good night, y'all. Watch some good movies out there for us.
Good night.